Guys. What is going on? What is going on, guys? Guys, I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a good weekend, right? Here we are. Yeah, guys. Let's start this a little late, but we're all good. Ray's eyes here. He says a bear could protect him better than a woman could. That's facts. Yes. Good to see you guys. I'll drop the link here. And I'll drop the link early too, right? Because this is a pretty good topic, right? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Drop this in announcements. Then I'll drop it here too. Yeah, guys. Kelvin's here. What's up, Kelvin? How you doing, my friend? It's good to see you as usual. Kelvin with $5 says he'll take the bear, a female grizzly if possible. Hey, thanks for the $5, my friend.
You are scaring the hoes.
Jubilee, how you doing? Keyshawn's here. Big Bear's here. He says, you don't want the bear, trust me. Ha ha ha. Monica, thanks for the membership, my friend. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Korg is here. Liberty Caps. Hey, Liberty, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Steve is here. What's up, Steve? Good to see you.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Uncle Herman's here. CX What's up, man? Julia's here. Zenzu is here. It's good to see you guys, man. You know? Now, guys, you might ask, what brought this up, right? Now, guys, once again, we've hold this whole man versus bear argument, right? Because I would argue, right, that we can make this argument with these dunderheaded 304s too. Guys, we're gonna ask a couple of questions today, right? Guys, would you rather have, if you had a child, a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old, and you had to choose someone to watch your child, would you rather choose a random woman or a random bear, right? Knowing that the majority of child deaths with a child under the age of 5 are women, right? You know what I'm saying? Guys, if that the majority of people who abuse and delete the disabled and the elderly are all women, right? So, guys, if you had Gams, your grandma, and you had to have someone watch over her, would you rather have the bear, a random bear, or a random woman, right, guys? If you had your disabled cousin, Timmy, yay! Would you guys... If you had your TikTok brain cousin, would you rather have it be taken care of by a random woman or a random bear? Oh no! Oh, Jesus. Guys, that's how we're starting things out today. All right, guys. No, really, though. Okay. Guys, who would you rather have in these scenarios, right? And guys, put a 1 if you're over the age of 35 and you're single and you live by yourself. All right? Put a 1 in this chat. Put a 1 and then answer yes or no. With how you are in your life right now, would you guys rather invite a random woman or a random bear into your house? Guys, I'm dead ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead ass serious. Would you rather, as a single man in your late 30s, 40s, or 50s, right? Would you rather have a random bear or a random woman bust your door down? Adrian, hey, what's up, man? Guys, I choose the bear any day. You know what I'm saying? If I could choose to have a random bear or a random woman come busting through my door, guys, you're better off with the bear. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. No, guys, let's do this here, right? I gotta do one thing, guys. And then we have a whole bunch of news stories, right? Everyone's saying the bear. Let's see here. Where was the whole thing? Let's see. Okay. Guys, let's break some news here, right? Let's break some news, and this is how we're going to start the day today. And guys, hit that like button, guys. Anyone who's coming up, guys, hit the StreamYard link, right? I dropped it early, so. Guys, here we go. This.
The unanswered calls from a husband and father to his family brought Manatee County deputies to a home on Pavia Way in Lakewood Ranch, and investigators made a horrific discovery. Fox 13's Kimberly Quizon joins us live from outside the neighborhood. And Kim, investigators are telling us that the mother killed her 2 children and then herself.
Look at that. There you go, guys. You see? You see? These women pull out the heater and blast these kids and then blast themselves. Guys, we have to ask ourselves, right? If you had a child, let's just say that you were a single father and you had to choose between dropping your kid off with a random woman or a random bear, guys, it's getting to the point to where you're better off with the bear. I'm serious. A 2-year-old, 3-year-old. Guys, a child under 5. The majority of people who delete them are women. And here's the craziest part. Guys, let me know if you agree. Type agree. Then they're like, oh, these knuckleheads get away with it. Oh, she had postpartum depression. She had mental illness, right? Right? All we hear is...
And I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues. I'm extremely distraught. Okay. I feel like my whole life is ending.
Now, Clayton, this is not true. A bear would delete its own cubs if it's going to starve to death, right? They have shown that there's bears, there's certain things where if the mother's going to starve, right? They would, but that's extreme, right? And then they'll be like, well, I can just have more. But here's the thing. Humans, women just do this just cause. See, if the bear ate its own cub because it was going to starve, it'd be like, well, at least it was a survival thing, right? These women do it for no reason. They're not starving. They just do it just to do it. Or they're mad at the dad. Yeah, thank you. Whiteout, thank you. Yep, my brother. Appreciate that. He says that's a survival. These women do it casually. Facts. Absolute facts, guys. Absolute facts. They're demons, man. Absolute demons. Look, that. Oh, yeah, and oftentimes it's to spite the dad, too. You know what I'm saying? The dad gets some measure of custody and it's,
I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch.
Or he gets a new girlfriend all of a sudden.
I hope you die, bitch. I hope you die of AIDS, ho.
Clown world. What a joke. Dougie and P is in the house. What's going on, my friend?
Yeah, Linda, that's right. And deputies right now are working to try to piece together when exactly this happened and why. But tonight, many are hurting. Beyond the gates of the Lake Club in Lakewood Ranch, detectives and crime scene technicians with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office collected evidence of a horrific crime.
Total surprise and shock. It's this neighborhood's so quiet.
Manatee County deputies say inside this home, they found the bodies of a 44-year-old woman, her 14-year-old son, and 11-year-old daughter. Deputies say the mother killed her children before taking her own life.
Look at that,
The family
guys.
moved here from out of state, Missouri, about 3 years ago, and we have not been out here for any calls, and there's really nothing there that would have indicated that this was going to happen.
The sheriff's office says the woman's husband and father of the children called for a welfare check. He was out of the country in South Africa and couldn't get in touch with his family.
It's horrible to even imagine what would have been going through the mind of this mother that led up to this. There was.
You guys even see it? We don't know what was going through her mind. Please. If this was a guy, guys, they would be, oh, he's just a piece of trash. He's an evil, demented human being. Look at that.
There's some planning involved, enough to where, she knew what she was doing.
As deputies continue their investigation, the neighborhood remains in shock.
With small kids, it really hits you hard when you hear about that kind of stuff happening.
The sheriff's office says this was a very violent scene, and they have collected evidence from inside the home that they hope answers those questions. As for the names of those involved, they will be released tomorrow. And the Manatee County Sheriff's Office says they are giving time for family members, some of which live out of.
Look at this, guys.
Mother in North Carolina says her 3-year-old daughter was hot glued to a chair by her daycare teacher and suffered second-degree burns. Anna King has the story.
A routine bedtime quickly turned into a nightmare.
We saw it that night when we were getting ready for bed.
That's no moon. Look at the size of this thing. Oh no, guys, come on. Look at this thing. I didn't know there was an eclipse today. Oh no, look at that.
I asked her what happened. She told me that the teacher did that to her.
Of course. Of course.
Well.
Of course, right? Of course. What a joke. Guys, I want you to type surprise or not surprised. Are you surprised that Gloctavia here would super glue a little girl to a chair? It's just so absurd. You just have to laugh, right? There's so much wrong with this, right? First of all, maybe if feminists didn't make it so that we need 2-income households, you would have to outsource raising your kid to Gloctavia over here, right? Right, Colin, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if you actually be able to stay home and raise your own damn kids, you wouldn't have to worry about the super glue. You moron. And this dunderhead here, guys, really? Guys, everyone that's in this chat, Colin, I'll ask you the same string of questions. Everyone in this chat, if you had a 3-year-old, would you rather drop him off with a random bear or this dunderhead right here?
Oh,
Okay?
the bear all day.
All right, Colin, questions for you, bro. Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Random woman or random bear? And everyone who jumps up on the panel, I'll ask you the same thing. If you had a 2 or a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, would you rather drop them off with a random woman or a random bear?
Random bear.
If you had a a special cousin. Yay, Timmy! Would you rather drop? Would you rather drop him off with a random woman or a random bear?
Random bear, of course.
If you had your old Gams, your grandma, right? If she was 95 years old, would you rather drop him off with a random woman or a random bear?
Random bear.
Okay. And Colin, you're perfect. Okay. You're my age. You're 45, 44.
Yeah.
With your life that you live now, you're successful. You have a nice house, couple cars, peace. Would you rather have a random woman or a random bear come busting through your door?
Random bear.
Let's go. Let's go.
City boy. City boy. No, actually, you know what? Actually, I think I can actually make a point to back this up very validly or whatever. Dude, search for some YouTube videos, especially with dogs. When animals are introduced to young babies or very old and sickly elders, just look at how the animals behave. Like they will go into full protective mode because the animals instinctively know that, oh my God, this is like somebody vulnerable. Like, this is somebody that has to be protected. Like, it is actually very amazing, especially with like golden retrievers. Dude,
Rottweilers too. If they see you as being part of the pack, right? If you're like like a young child or whatever, and you come near them, and they see you coming near your kid, oh man, they'll tear your head off because they have that like you protect the young of the pack mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So snowboard.
Yeah.
All right, my friend, I'm going to ask you the same gamut of questions, right? Okay, and I need you to answer. Well, guys, we all know snowboard has no filter. Here am I thinking that he's going to somehow,
well, I just tuned in, so I don't know the full context.
All right, so snowboard. Would you rather, if you had a 3 or a 4-year-old kid, drop the kid off with a random woman or a random bear?
I would have to pick the bear.
Let's go. Guys, it makes sense because how many times? See, the majority of kids that are deleted that are under the age 5 are by women by a huge percentage. All right. So we're going along with this here, and guys. To these questions, like drop your answers, right? If you had a Tylenol brain cousin, yay, Billy! I've said that like 3 times. If you had to wheel him up into a daycare center, would you rather have him being taken care of by a random woman or a random bear?
The bear.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. If you had your grandma Gams Mildred, who's 97, drooling on herself, right? Would you rather have her be taken care of by a random woman or a random bear?
Well, the bear won't steal her back medicine, so the bear.
Or if you have a 401k, right?
The bear cannot financially steal.
Exactly. Yeah. The bear can't fake power of attorney. You know what I'm saying? And then snowboard. You're a good example too, right? You're what, 38 now?
37.
So you're a successful guy. You live on your own, have a nice house. You have peace when you come home, right? Yeah, would you rather have a random woman or a random bear come busting through your front door?
Oh, I would hang out with the bear. Have a couple Keystone Lights. I'm kind of Russian, and they hang out with bears and wrestle them and stuff.
Oh man, you're talking Keystone? That's classy there, dude.
My name is Snowboard. I hang out with bear.
yeah. No, I would definitely do something.
But guys, seriously, if they have to question their safety because they try and have this narrative about men, guys, well, we should follow that logic, or what they think is logic, and say, look, guys, once again, the majority of children under the age of 5 that are abused and deleted, women, elderly, and disabled women. Okay, so by that logic, you're better off dropping those vulnerable populations off with the bears. And guys, here's the craziest part. They talk about Ted Bundy and all this other stuff. Guys, some of the most prolific serial killers of all time have been women. You know this, right? These nurses, these angels of death, you understand? That are deleting people. That's what they go. You don't look. Angel. Look at this. Angel of death.
No, I believe you. I just never heard it called that before.
Killer.
Also, too, the bear can't psychologically damage you as much, in certain ways.
Let's see. There are these 2 chicks and man. And I want to say Hungary or Austria. And they deleted over 400 people.
Wow.
And the only reason why they got caught is because they were bragging about it. Hold on. Let's see. Let's do this, guys. Look at this. Female nurse killers, often termed angels of death.
Wow.
Lucy Letby, Jane Toppin, Kristen Gilbert, Janae Jones.
well. Yeah.
Look at this.
Janae. The black angel. She's the black angel.
Oh, who's this person? Oh, no, she's white.
Oh, wow.
She's white.
Yeah, I think that's Janine.
Whoa. That kind of went left, right?
Looks like German or something.
Oh, Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Oh, man.
Look at this, guys. So 7 babies, blah, blah, blah. 31 people. Numerous infants and children, meaning that they don't even know how much. 4 and 2 attempted. Look at this Jane Toppin, right? 12 people. She's suspected of deleting over 100 people.
Wow.
100 people, guys.
Wow.
100 people.
And
she's from Lowell, Mass. I used to live in that town. Well, next to it.
Wow. Did they? Oh, she's found not guilty by a reason of insanity. Look at that. But yeah, guys, there's a good chunk.
And
I'm trying to find European nurse killers.
She's really found not responsible via reasons of insanity.
Look at this. German nurse jailed for. Look at this. This just happened. German nurse jailed for murders could be linked to 100 more deaths.
Wow.
Look at that, guys. I couldn't have planned this. The chief prosecutor in Aachen, Katja Shalenka. Let's see. Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
Guys, if you were in the hospital, would you rather
a bear?
A woman around there or a bear?
Yeah.
But guys, there were these 2 chicks. There were these 2 chicks, and they were They got caught because they were bragging
on Reddit or something
about it at a bar.
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't think they didn't think anything would happen to them.
Yeah, it was like I think in Hungary or in Austria or something. There was 2 nurses, man, and they were, man, it looked like friggin' old school Doom or Quake. They were massacring so many people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, because what a mess. Lock the bounty hunter.
Hey, what's going on, man?
All right. Let's ask you the same questions I asked everybody else. Okay. First of all, if you had any child of any age, would you rather have a bear watch him or this goofy looking dunderhead right?
If the kid is left with the bear, it ends up creating a buddy comedy movie. Baby and the Bear. I put some thought into it.
What a mess. All right, so if you had a 4 or 5-year-old kid, right? Because we all know the under the age of 5 is like an 80, 90%. And then once you talk about newborns, like 90+% of all the deaths are all women, right? 9 out of 10 by far. If you had a child and would you rather have him be watched by a random woman or a random bear?
I'm sticking with the bear. There just sounds like there'd be a lot of hijinks with that.
All right.
I just feel like I could just see the headlines now, like baby and bear ransack town or something. I could get behind that.
All right. If you had your, cousin who was special, Willie. Oh no, guys! Why is it that they give the Tylenol brain kids names like Willie and Billy?
Yeah, it's not like Alexander.
Yeah, I know his name isn't like Philip or something.
Yeah.
You don't name a child like that Wilhelm.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? All right. What's his name? Siegfried. All right. If you had a special cousin, right? One of the special little guy, would you rather leave him with a random woman or a random bear?
The bear for the same reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about special little Billy and a bear getting together. That just sounds adorable to me. I don't know why.
Awful hijinks, right?
Oh yeah.
Getting in all types of crazy
situations. Bear, you're my only friend.
Bear, we have to steal the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah. We will get all the honey buns across the United States.
You stole that picnic basket real good, that bear.
All right. If you had your great grandma, right, that was in her 90s, would you rather have her be watched by a bear, by a random bear, a random woman?
I feel like she'd be safer with the bear.
There you go. Would you rather have a random bear or a random woman come bashing through your front door right now?
I think it's like, again, I would choose the bear just because I think surviving that would be significantly higher.
It's true. But yeah, guys, this is where we're at. These modern women are so demonic that, guys, a man would rather have to. It's safer fighting off a bear than a woman, because the bear can't call the cops on you afterwards and have you arrested for defending yourself.
Yeah.
And there are non-lethal ways to protect yourself from a bear.
But even if you do got to go all out on the bear, at least there's there's no societal expectation of, well, you should have done it this way, or you shouldn't have hit the bear. A real man walks away from the bear, right?
What society will say is, you killed a bear. Well, what did you do to the bear to make it want to kill you?
Yeah.
They'll still make it your fault no matter what.
Well, here's the thing. That's the reasoning that people don't use with women. Because here's the thing, guys. Put a one. If you ass whippings just don't fall from the sky, right? And it's like you would think that women would, outside the West, that women know the average 15-year-old boy could tear a chick limb from limb, right? So they don't believe, for the most part, in antagonizing men, because in places like Russia, if you get spin kicked in the head, they're like, "What did you do to piss him off?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were to go up to a bear's cave and get mauled, were you messing with it? A snake, because a snake can clearly delete you, right? A man can clearly delete a woman, yet in the West, they don't ask, what did you do to antagonize him? And guys, we'll talk about this here in a little bit. Put a one if you agree that mental and emotional abuse is actually worse than physical abuse.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
If you agree. Yeah, guys, come on.
It's really bad.
Guys, there are situations, whether it's your parents, it's someone in your life, where you might not remember all the times you got spanked or you were pushed down, but you remember some of the hateful stuff or mean stuff that they said to you.
Oh yeah.
There are things that people say to you that just that is burned in your brain that affects you more than any type of physical abuse. So
yeah, for years, for literally like years, sometimes longer.
Yeah. Here you go.
Burns on her daughter's legs. Mom Ashley Mejia says she was left confused because
Oh my Lord. Oh my good Lord. She takes up like a lane of traffic, dude. She takes up like a lane of traffic. Look at this.
she had not received a call from the school about the incident.
You could see like the string from the hot glue on her leg.
Court documents show now former teacher Lashana Williams used a hot glue gun on a chair, then sat the 3-year-old child down, causing second-degree burns on her upper thigh. Mejia says the pain was clear.
If it clothes rubbed against it, it was hurting her.
She brought the injuries to the school administrators and says the teacher admitted what she had done.
You just don't think that something like that would happen to you. So when it did, we were confused on how this even happened.
In a statement to WC,
well, there's a B-dub there. I mean, are you guys shocked? You know?
No.
Well, not only that, if it's anything like the mom, when they sat on the chair, they're just fat, like going every nook and corner and cranny.
Maybe
you know what I'm saying? Like, probably wouldn't thought skin would touch it.
So it wouldn't break.
Yeah.
NC Charlotte Concord Academy shared, quote, upon notification by the child's parent, the employee was immediately removed from the classroom and her employment was terminated. Williams pleaded guilty to misdemeanor child abuse and contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile.
This is fused.
How can child abuse be a misdemeanor?
These families highlight, serious neglect, serious issues that have to be addressed.
A Tennessee lawmaker is calling on the feds to investigate the Department of Children's Services.
They're gonna
well.
People are scum, I'm telling you.
Are you shocked, guys? Are you shocked? Because I'm not.
Democrat Representative Ashley Bain has been collecting stories from families who claim DCS is dragging out cases. Welcome back to News 2 at 4. I'm Kendall Ashman.
Damn.
There you go. How you doing?
I want the one on the right.
Yeah. Hey. I'll take either of them. How you doing? Right?
Hey, I would totally be cool with letting them buy me lunch.
Start a leaf blower. I'm Tori Gessner. Some of these families claim DCS has been keeping kids, especially those with disabilities, in horrible conditions.
Yep.
It's the department tasked with caring for Tennessee's most vulnerable. But
how many times have I said this before on this show that basically what their job is, they go show up at a place, like looks like they're putting cigarettes out on you, horrible conditions, abusive parents. Basically, no electricity in the house, no heat. Okay, we're gonna go to lunch and then do nothing about it. See ya. Like that's basically
Or they
what
don't
they
even
do.
go in there.
No, they don't go in. No,
They
they
just
don't
sit
go
in
in
the parking lot.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And then they go out to like Applebee's for lunch and get their like per diem pay.
Yeah.
All the time. I've never seen them actually make a difference. Ever.
Sad, isn't it?
Yeah. The bear would literally be better at this.
Let's see.
The allegations against the Department of Children's Services claim they're doing the opposite.
We've reached a breaking point.
A department with a history of problems.
Yeah.
Democratic Representative Afton Bain is now calling on the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate DCS, collecting stories.
You know it's bad when a Democrat's the voice of reason.
Yeah, and his name is
you know?
Bain. He's like, these kids are abusing the children.
Families directly impacted.
Our office decided to file this complaint to elevate to the federal government that there
Afton?
She's a blonde. She's a blonde.
is a pattern of negligence, non-compliance, systemic failures that are delivering serious
blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Other
I can't take a woman with that kind of name seriously.
All right, guys, here we go. Guys, we had a long ways to go here. All right, here we go.
Jesus.
You guys remember this? This was a chick who drowned her two sons in the
the bath
in the pool.
Wood chipper.
Good morning, judges. This is
Hold on. Let's see the news story.
We begin with the horrifying new details about that mother in New Jersey, now charged with killing her own two sons.
Yeah.
The children's father
Look
made
at
the
those eyes,
devastating
man.
discovery yesterday inside the family's home in Hillsborough. New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson is live there with the information. Anthony.
Yeah, we just got a copy of the criminal complaint this afternoon. In it, we found out that the mother actually wrote a note saying that she was going to go ahead and kill the two kids and then kill herself. Also in the complaint,
what I don't get is just delete yourself.
Yeah.
Why do you delete the kids? That's the thing that I don't get. That's how selfish that these 304s are. Because here's the thing. Okay. Kids that are under the age of 5 get deleted more, and that's not even counting baby deletions. Once you count in baby deletions and realize, what is it? Like a third of the world's population has been baby deleted, and like no. It's like I forget the number, but like a third of Gen Z was baby deleted.
Well, we discussed this in another panel, but more humans have been baby deleted than have been deleted in all of warfare.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think ever since the 70s, I think it's the number is approaching like 50 million, something like that. It's insane.
Oh, no, I think it's a lot more than that.
Really?
I think it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, if it's more than war, yeah.
And I think that they're measuring that worldwide as in not just baby deletions in the United States. They mean around the world.
Okay. Yeah. Estimates suggest over 1 billion baby deletions have occurred globally in the last 100 years.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Wow.
That's how the Bears have taken out.
That's how they're arriving at the figure more than war.
And guys, this is the legal ones.
Yeah,
this is
that's not counting.
Not including the back alley.
Yeah. That's not counting the where they go in and the
Paging Dr. Coatenhanger.
Oh man.
Well, and don't you guys think it's like rich that the people that advocate for this the most are the ones that are the most prone to lecture us all on values and principles?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, why do we let snowboard in here, dude? Why do we keep getting in here? Oh no! Look at this! Look at this, guys! Look at this! And what's funny is these chicks talk out of both sides of their neck. Because how many times do we see? I can't believe I had a miscarriage. How do you bounce back from miscarriage? Or IVF is not working. But then they're so flippant about how they talk about baby deletion.
Yeah, the modern feminists have coined it "shout your baby deletion," literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Guys, the dehumanizing language. You can't say that just because a woman wants it, all of a sudden it's a human and it needs to be protected. And because, guys, California is dealing with this now. There are women who will be pregnant and their boyfriend doesn't want the baby, so he kicks him down the stairs.
Yeah.
And then, but they can't charge him with anything if she loses the baby.
Yeah.
Because it's not considered to be a person. Oops.
Well, it's a clump of cells, and she fell on her own.
Yeah.
In California, it's also it's no longer illegal for people to knowingly give others the I-5.
I-5. Oh, yeah. They were trying to decriminalize it. I think right now it's down to a misdemeanor, but it used to be.
I think they fully decriminalized it.
But the last time that I had checked, which was like a year ago, it was down to a felon. And of course, some soy boy zesty freaking senator. I just think that the way that the law is written, it victimizes LDHT TVs. Come on, dude.
Yeah, no, it literally does victimize them. That's the point, dumbass. That's.
But these people don't ever like to think about consequences, though. That's the thing. That's what they're always trying to gear the laws to do, is to eliminate consequences for bad behavior.
Yep.
Always. That's always what they're seeking to do.
1.126 million baby deletions were provided by U.S. clinicians in 2025, unchanged from 2024. So all these idiots are like, oh, when RVW got shut down, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That, guys, okay, I honestly believe that women are just okay with just deleting their children, and they always have been. They just didn't have the means or the lack of stigma. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. We always used to associate baby deletion or infanticide with witches, and now do you know what's really popular amongst young women?
Wicca.
Being witches.
Yeah.
Or just messing with what's the other one? Manifesting. That's it.
Yeah.
Manifesting freaking. I used to see them all the time. There were boatloads of like 10-minute long tarot card readings on TikTok. They like and they call it spiritualism. Like they say, I'm just very spiritual. It's like, no, you believe in witchcraft.
Oh no, guys, we've done live streams on witchcraft being the fastest growing religion with young women. Literal witchcraft, guys. There's witch talk on TikTok. All right,
it doesn't surprise me.
Guys, hit the like button, please.
So here's something funny. There is a regular creator that I feature on my show, and she is she's a diehard feminist. She is openly a practicing Wiccan, and she did a video where she was saying that science deniers and people who believe that the moon landing was faked are bad people and deserve to be blocked and ignored. How can you be a practicing Wiccan and still believe in science? Those two things it's science, and the other one is freaking magic. You can't believe in both. Sorry.
Look, no, I understand exactly what you're saying, because it's you try desperately to like make one policy that they believe in, makes sense with the other, like the feminists coming together with the Islamists. You know what I mean? That's like,
how does that work?
Exactly. It's incoherent because there doesn't need to be any coherency in their principles. These people, you're talking about the shallower end of the gene pool.
And you know which was my personal favorite of all the contradictions? It was the LGHD TV whatevers for Palestine.
Yes,
that one was my favorite.
Yes, that was the exact type of incoherency that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I love that one. It's like I love it because it's so freaking stupid.
Yeah,
it's like chickens for KFC. It really is.
I just watched a thing, and these two Iranian guys were standing out on the corner with like waving the Iranian flag because they're happy that orange man took out what's his name, and this white chick was all like, "You guys don't know what I'm talking about, and you're celebrating whatever, and blah blah blah." And they're like, "We're from there.
Yeah,
you don't know anything. Shut up."
Yeah, but see, that's really immaterial to these people too. They don't actually care what other people's lived experience is.
No,
it's about ideology.
Yeah,
they couldn't care less about these about the people that they're out there protesting for. And I'll just give you an example of that. When the IDF pulled out of Gaza, Hamas came and reoccupied all of their positions, and in doing so, arrested like 2,000 or 3,000 of these Palestinians and executed them on the street in front of everybody. Did you see one single, campus demonstration at that time? No, they were deathly silent because they don't actually care about the people that they're protesting for. This is just a chance to crap on America. That's all it is for them.
So, is anybody here familiar with the movie PCU with Jeremy Piven?
Yes.
Yeah. So pretty much you just described the cause heads. They pick some type of a world issue and they protest about it before changing their minds a week later.
But see, what I'll say about this, where I exactly know what you're talking about on its face, but even back then, those people that were featured in that movie, right, had some sort of principle that they were that they were organizing around, right? It was something more than just an anti-Western agenda, right? Like they were all disparate groups, but they all had their principles, right? Now you've got none of that.
Well,
it's all about.
Was on Pearly Things' show the other day, and he said one of the best things about the difference between the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, and then now. Mm-hmm. Back in the 80s and the 90s, the Democrats and the Republicans both wanted what was best for America. They just had different ways of different ways. Well, we should have more tax. They
had policy disputes with each other.
Yes, but they still believed that the systems put in place were fair. They could just be tweaked and changed to make things better, right? But now the left they want to just destroy everything. They want socialism, communism, open borders, all these things that just 80s Democrats were like, what are you talking about?
Well, just to throw an explanation point behind what you were saying. So about Ayaan Hirsi Ali and FGM, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not even going to spell that out. All right, just type it in and look it up if you want to know. So this person, Ayaan Hirsi Ali, was going around and she was campaigning for legislation to ban the practice of FGM here in America. She went to Minnesota to do that. Do you know that there were actually progressive white women that were out there that prevented that bill from moving forward in Minnesota? I want you to think about that.
Doesn't surprise me.
Feminists were voting against a ban on FGM.
There was an interview that she did where she was on this thing, and there's a lot of English, Welsh, Scottish, and Irish female Muslim converts that are hardcore into this stuff. Mm-hmm. And she was arguing with this woman, and this woman's like, you grew up in England. She's like, I grew up where. She's like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
It was just like, you're not going to try and tell me who grew up in my country that I don't know anything. It was one of the best interviews I've ever seen. If I can find it.
But this is exactly why, like, these radical communists like Hassan Piker, why they never like doing interviews with people who are actually from like Cuba and Venezuela. He will never bring those people on to interview them, because if they ever start to talk about what reality is on the ground, like it always makes them look really bad, and then they've got nothing to refute that with.
Here you go, guys.
I still cannot understand why feminists, by and large, have been so hospitable to Islam.
Feminism became a weapon of the far left, of these communist Maoist groups, of these people who were advancing the idea of oppressor and oppressed, where women are presented as a group who are victims of the oppressed, or of the oppressor, and this oppressor is the white male and the white straight male.
Therefore, anything that's not white, cisgendered, hetero male is oppressed. Therefore, they have to automatically, per their perceived morals, identify with said group, no matter what. That's what it boils down to, guys. And I say this all of the time. These wokey wokes, these idiots, they try and say, oh, well, Christians are stupid because they presuppose God for everything. So how can they even think critically when they already think they have the answer? Well, these feminists do the same thing. They presuppose that men did it, or that white men did it. How can you have a conversation? How can you make policy? How can you have any type of sociological, anthropological, political discussion of progress when you think that this is all one group's fault? It's the same thing as black people go, it's not white people's fault, right? What can you do with that? Nothing. Except look like fools,
In that narrative, feminism is not about defending and protecting the rights of women.
See, that it took me a long time to realize that.
Yeah.
The neo-communist Maoist agenda. And you see this illustrated, I think, in what we've come to call, the transgender ideology, this militant transgender ideology, where men pretending to be women are invading women's spaces. And so you would expect an outcry from feminists saying this is a no-no. And yet, organized feminism has been either silent or they've sided with the transgender.
And put a 1 if you guys agree. That shows how weak-willed, weak-minded, and dunderheaded that these women are. Seriously.
Well, and I think that the insidious part is that some of them deliberately know what the script is. They understand what game that they're playing. That's why I've called all of these groups, like feminists, those are sex-based Marxists. The LGBTQA.
No. Hold on. Guys, hold on.
See, I always screw up on the language.
No. Here it is. MMIWG2SLGBTQQIA+.
So we're just gonna go
2 weeks to memorize the other one.
How about
So just call them. Can we just call them Mimi wigs then?
Guys, Canada is cooked. Guys, Canada is cooked with this. Someone put Canada. It's cooked. Elon put Canada's cooked. You ready?
Oh man.
Missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit people, along with lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and asexual individuals. Sister Mary Francis, guys,
they don't know what's going on.
Hold up. So they're including dead people in this?
Yes.
So dead people are marginalized?
Yes. Guys, the asteroid.
Do they include aliens?
Please. It should be what is it? CE3K, Close Encounters of the Third Kind on the back of that thing too. Come on, man.
God.
Good lord.
Hey, I'm a reptilian. Put me in
They
there.
didn't want to leave the people
Yeah.
from Orion's belt out.
Yeah.
Look at this. What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
They put in Parasite.
Somebody spent taxpayer money on this.
They put in Parasite.
Look.
Deal with
Look
the
at this
ongoing
dog of a
genocide of
woman.
MMIW G2SLGBTQIA+. This is abhorrent.
There's 2 Qs now? Is there 2 Qs?
They took the meme about them and ran with it.
Oh my god.
These people don't know what's going
They
on.
use taxpayers' money for this. There's 2 Qs. What is the second Q?
For QAnon.
Someone says you've been missing.
It's for QAnon believers.
This one is a joke. Yeah, guys, I'd be pissed.
Pretty
Guys, here's the thing about this whole thing about the indigenous women and stuff. Guys, there's a lot of violence on the reservation basis.
Yeah.
But the way that they make it seem is that there's like just white dudes en masse just running to the res and snatching chicks off the street. Because anywhere where there's lots of drugs, alcohol, whatever, there's going to be women being abused. Guys, where are the missing black women, right? You guys know how many B-dubs go missing in the hood and nobody cares? Nobody cares?
How many kids go missing in
Yeah.
the hood?
Look at that. Someone says
that's gonna be on the next plugin, for it. Like they're not going to stop until it's a paragraph long.
Someone says indigenous isn't a sexual or gender identity, nor is black or brown or Asian or any ethnicity. They took a distinct issue and bolted it onto the pre-existing LDHG TV framework like some backwards inclusivity trophy that has no positive practical effect. Well, that's Democrats for you. Guys, right there. Put a 1 if you agree.
This is progress.
No positive practical effect. Sums up the Democrats perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Can
Look,
Demon be on? Can Demon be on that list too?
Other kin, you never know.
Yeah,
Demon spirit.
I'm a Satanist on here.
guys, here's the thing. Why is it that they always try and throw throw us blacks or throw the natives in with any foolishness? Because LDHG TV is mostly a white issue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Especially transformers. And then this whole obesity thing. Oh, well, being fat phobic is the same as using the N-word, please. Come on, man. How can you compare that? What are you talking about? Someone says
it's the victim industrial complex, dude. Like it's like these people have to find excuses to be victims, even when, like, at its peak, you guys remember for like the last 10 freaking years, you know what happened in the month of June. You saw it everywhere. They wouldn't let you forget. They were trying to say that the Alphabet Brigade was like the most marginalized group, on the face of the freaking planet.
Yeah.
So they celebrated every single thing that they did because, like, this is one thing that I just know about these folks. If you only have 99% of the public support, you are 100% marginalized. That is how they think.
Yeah.
That is how they think.
Corey says, after seeing those letters, I swear that I smell burning toast. Thanks for the $5, man.
You are scaring the hoes.
Look at that.
I didn't even know they added a second Q.
So I watched a video about one of the trans individuals who's making a video for Canadian schools.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm sorry, Matt, but
So
it looks like one of those passwords from get a strong password.
Strong.
Oh no!
But no, this person who identified as a transformer. She was giving a lecture to schools, and she's like, "Well, there's always this assumption that when you're talking to the parents of a student, that those parents are heterosexual," and it's like,
yeah, they have a child.
Yeah,
That's how biology works. Yeah.
2 + 2 is
That's
4.
how like
Right?
chromosomes work and stuff.
Yeah. Here we go, guys.
Tell me you did not teach biology.
Assume they trafficked a kid here. You know what I mean?
It's like, what the hell?
Guys, Canada's cooked.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time.
Yeah.
Found out that she strangled.
Maybe
the
Katy
2
Perry
little
will
boys,
sing to them and make
and
them feel
then-
better or something.
Hey, look, the best thing to come out of Canada is poutine and Brian Adams, because I like Brian.
Hey. The Canadian government has apologized on behalf of Brian Adams multiple times, okay?
I like Brian Adams. Come on, man. Come on.
I don't know who he is.
Oh.
You mean the Apple singer?
No.
Was he the guy that did the song
okay,
for
AJ,
Robin
I'm
Hood
not
with Kevin
judging
Costner?
Yes.
Yeah,
he
I
did
win
that.
the.
He did Summer of '69. He
I
did,
like that song.
Yeah.
I can't stand that song. I just can't.
Hater.
Dude, I was a retail employee. I had to hear that song like 20 times a day for like 5 years straight.
Let's go.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Canadians out there too. So
dead for hours.
This is very awful. Jesus, I can't believe that. I'm scared. Oh my God.
someone check on her kids.
Double murder ages 7 and 5. Police said the father of the children arrived at his Shell Court home Tuesday evening and found his 2 children unconscious. He told 911 that his wife had done something to the kids. The idea that a mother would take the lives of her own children has left neighbors on edge.
It's scary, man. Super scary.
It's crazy, man.
My son is 7 years. My daughter is 11 years.
Local.
So I don't know what happened with the people.
Both children were pronounced dead at the scene.
Damn.
The 35-year-old mother appeared in court this afternoon.
Jesus, look at those dead eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Look at
creepy.
that. Guys, this or the bear?
The bear.
I got a better chance of surviving with the freaking bear with those eyes.
Students and
Yeah.
staff. of the
She's
Sunny
35
Meadow
years old. Looks like 50.
Yeah, see, Corey likes Brian Adams too. So
school mourned the
Oh, I
loss
get.
of-
Bret Hart.
I see how it
Hey,
is.
Bret Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart. You know what I'm saying? He's Canadian.
I can't believe you left out kids in the hall, man.
The
Shame on
shocking
you.
deaths are impacting teachers and classmates, along with those who live near the family.
Tragedy, and just my thoughts and prayers was with the father and the grandparents, and I just hope he gets some kind of a understanding of what happened.
Police were wrapping up their investigation.
All right. Guys, we have a whole bunch of stories to talk about here. Hold on.
Watch her teach health at the high school.
I know.
Yeah, get out in 6 months for good behavior.
His Tampa Bay murderer is making headlines again. Julie Schenecker, convicted of killing her 2 teenage children 8 years ago, says she is being mistreated in prison. And now
I know, guys. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you
Like-
guys feel so bad.
Yeah.
Here's the thing to remember about prison. I've never been there, but from the stories that I have heard, it's like the lowest of the low are people who do horrific things to children.
Yeah, in men and women's prisons, guys.
Oh yeah, they're the lowest of the low. And if you are going to jail for doing something horrific to a child, if you're getting mistreatment, you're getting off light.
Yeah.
Like I would straight incentivize the behavior I want to see and hand out sentence reduction coins for every successful sexual, didn't end up living the next day.
They just had a guy who was, I think he was like an old school rapper who went to jail for a long time, and now he's out. And he was saying they're like, yeah, man, the only people who hate people who diddle kids or do bad stuff to women more than convicts are the police. He goes, and here's the thing. He goes, this one guy, he had done something to his girlfriend and her kids, and when the guy they took him to the jail. He said they took everyone out of their cells like early, whatever, and then put him like in the thing, and then like literally like lock the door and like turn the lights off, whatever. And in like 10 minutes, dude was dead. Like the prisoners know what's up. You know what I'm saying? There's an understanding with the guards and the prisoners, you know. And after that, he said dude was carried out on a stretcher, and then he was pronounced dead. He didn't even make it to trial. Crazy.
She's asking a Tampa judge to step in.
Yeah, how you doing?
Fox 13's Gloria Gomez explains what Schenecker wants.
Notorious double murderer Julie Schenecker says she's being mistreated in prison and is taking her grievances to the judge. In a 2-page handwritten letter, Schenecker complains she's being forced to go cold turkey without her psych medication. She describes it as extremely painful.
Hit the like button, guys.
A physical and emotional toll that lasts.
What's that?
Can we contribute to this on Venmo?
Months. She writes, quote, attitudes failed and depression reigned.
Next up, Julie Schenecker.
During a virtual hearing Thursday, the letter got the judge's attention.
She,
of course,
must take her prescribed medication.
And Ms. Schenecker wants to take her medication.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
The issue of her being like there's a lapse where it's not available to her, which is what leads to this.
The judge agreed to send an order to the jail to fix the issue.
Hopefully that will be the best way to make sure that there is
What's
no
her medication?
lapse in her receiving her medication.
Schenecker was
Break
convicted
her
of
jaw
killing
so we
her
don't hear
two
about it again.
Damn, look at that.
Teenage kids. In January of 2011, Calix was 16. She was shot in the bedroom as she worked on homework. Bo was 13. He was shot in the family SUV while riding home with his mother. At the time, Schenecker admitted to shooting her kids because they talked back and were, quote, too mouthy.
Look
Wow.
at that. What a demon, guys.
And she has the nerve to like complain to a judge about the conditions of her jail.
I bet you she talks back to the guards.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
My son and daughter.
You don't get to cry over them after you.
Please. What a demon.
I don't know why.
She was convicted and sentenced to 2 life sentences.
You know exactly why
now,
you did it.
She wants a do-over, claiming her attorney made mistakes during her trial.
Please.
And now wants a new one.
A lot of guys will just take the L, right? Bro, I did it. I'm guilty. I got life.
Yeah.
Take the L. But I know my lawyer. Ah!
Schenecker got her wish. She will be back in a Tampa
that's the
courtroom to
Shawshank
convince the
excuse.
judge
Look
a
at
new
this
jury
maniac.
should hear her case all
She's like
over again.
demon-possessed.
Gloria Gomez, Fox.
SSRIs. She's got wide eye. Like
what?
No, and it's
first degree
Oh my god.
deletion of an 11-year-old daughter, guys. I mean,
Well.
what's that young mom went to fight over, man? 168 shots fired. Dang.
The mother is facing charges.
Was this death wish? Was Charles Bronson there?
With the killing of her 11-year-old daughter. According to police, 34-year-old Kiana Dillon is charged with first-degree murder.
Tonight, Fox
Look at
45
this
News
mess.
is delving into the charging documents as disturbing details are coming.
I told you guys one of my favorite scenes is Death Wish with Charles Bronson, where he come up to him on the train. You know what I'm saying? And he pulls out the heater. And he turns him and Swiss cheese. You guys saw Death Wish, right?
Oh yeah, I saw all of them.
You guys know that that's based on a true story, right?
I'm not surprised to be honest.
Did you know that?
No.
Oh boy, here we go. Hold on.
I don't think I've seen the movie either.
Do you believe in Jesus? Yes, I do, sir. Well, you're gonna meet him.
No, so guys, this guy, it was in the 80s, right? Let's see. And this kind of, nerdy computer white dude, what was his name? He was riding the train home. And guys, this is back when New York was not, dang, guys, look at all the stories. If I put shot, stabbed on the train in New York, look at all these that just happened in the last couple of months.
Wow, look at that machete.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
No, that's a zombie machete. That's a mall machete.
Look at that. 1980s.
That is something that you get like at a kiosk at a mall that's about to shut down.
Because we're gonna need it.
Guys, if you haven't seen this story, Bernard Goetz, that's his name. This guy,
Bernie Getz.
Yeah, Bernie. Yeah, this is him. Guys, he was not playing games. Like, so here's the thing: he had already been mugged and robbed twice. The second time, he got pushed to the ground and he blew his knee out, so he had permanent knee damage. And then, so he started to carry a gun. And guys, back in the 80s, in the early 90s, guys, New York was not a fun place.
Oh no, it was a hole.
It looked like the Warriors. You know what I'm saying, guys? It was bad.
Yeah, like Times. It's like the idea of turning like Times Square. Everybody thinks it's like a big tourist icon.
Exactly.
Like 30 years ago, Times Square was like ground zero.
Yeah, junkies, wars. You know
they had the theaters that played the less than pants flicks.
Yeah. So this guy, he was on the
taxi
train,
driver.
And these three freaking punks show up, and they're like, ha 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 ha. He's like, ha ha ha. This. He starts blasting. Watch. Oh wait, this is PX1 News. Is this copyright? I think it's fine. We'll speed it up. Yeah, guys, check out this story. There's multiple documentaries.
New York City, 1980s, the Bronx was burning. Times Square was not an amusement park, and the subway was riddled with crime. Also in 1984, a regular guy named Bernie Getz shot 4 unarmed black men in the subway because he thought they were trying to harm him. Getz became known as the subway vigilante. You keeping up with me?
I got it. Oh, yeah, I read all about it last night.
Tell them.
Oh, my God. It made national news, and no one covered it. Like Channel 11, thank you.
I think it's silly. Silly? How so, Mr. Gill? It's irresponsible reporting.
41 years later, a new perspective on the case goes beyond the subway vigilante and the 4 innocent men he shot. Elliot Williams is an attorney.
4 innocent men, huh?
You've been
please.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Look at that. Someone says 4 innocent men he shot. This is why you never trust the media. Facts.
Yep.
Guys, they came up on him and they were gonna mug him. They saw this short, little, skinny, mousy looking dude. Come on, man. Yeah, guys, look. Bernie will always be a hero. Yes, he's a hero, guys.
Yeah,
he did what so many people at that time wished that they could have done.
Yeah, CNN legal analyst.
Who was saying something?
Nothing. Sorry.
Did he say what kind of weapon he used? It probably was a revolver back then.
Probably a revolver.
Offer of 5 bullets. The story of Bernie Getz, New York's explosive 80s, and the subway vigilante trial that divided a nation. Welcome. This story is, again, I'm speaking about it from someone who's just becoming a...
This guy's not going to have anything.
This guy was terrible,
But it is out of control.
It is absolutely
bonkers.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely bonkers and out of control. It's, I think so many roads led through this story, and that's part of what led into the book. It's when you just think about many of the issues that we grapple with today around race and crime and vigilantes and safety in cities. My God, that's like the biggest national story that we're confronting right now. A lot of that was being crystallized in 1980s New York.
Right, and I was in full disclosure, Ellie and I know each other. We went to Columbia Journalism School together.
Just a couple years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago.
Great.
And I mentioned at the top, like everything that was happening in the 80s, and we could literally take out the 80s, except for the Times Square amusement park of it, and we're living. It's what we're living right now. But I wonder why.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? Who runs New York? Democrats. Guys, and this is why Angel, wherever you are, Angel, he's a lifelong New Yorker. He had to leave. He had to leave New York about 4 years ago. He left. He said it's getting pre-Giuliani bad, so he left. So for the first time in his entire life, he lives outside. I mean, he lives away from New York.
Write this book now.
Yeah, I mean, a few reasons. One, I, having grown up just outside the city, I was born in Brooklyn, remember, quite frankly, from WPIX and local television, this story. And if we all think back to the formative news stories of our youth, they stick with us and how they shape our views of what news is, what race is, what crime is, what safety is, and so on. And then, to the broader point, that is me and my aunt in our alley in Flatbush.
Oh my God.
Yes, shout out to Brooklyn, BK. But yeah, so I was 1.5 years old in that photograph. But again, back to all of the issues that we confront today, and many of the key figures from this story are famous figures today.
Yeah.
Rudy Giuliani, Al Sharpton, Curtis Lewa, Donald Trump, all the above.
Don't go through them too quickly because we have some of those pictures of the early days. Because
blah blah blah.
This guy. It's like this guy spent like 2 minutes talking about himself.
Yeah.
He was talking about himself like, oh, well, I was an intern at this radio station and I went to this school. Here's a picture of me when I was a tyke. Like,
vigilante type time in the subways, where a vigilante and his gun brought terror this past weekend.
Like
The victims were 4 teenagers. Eyewitness News has been on top of this story from the very start of it, and tonight we have team coverage as police press their search for the vigilante. We begin with Milton Lewis, who spent this day riding.
I think he did right.
See? The train driver said, I think he did a good thing. And the train driver's black.
Yep. What train is he driving? 304. 304.
Oh!
It says we need Bernie in the New York subway system right now. Look at that.
Shooting these guys. Sure, they tried to mug him.
I think what he did was completely wrong. I mean, I think
Beta.
I'm a law student.
That's not
as
fair.
police distributed a sketch of
his wife's boyfriend's very happy. Okay.
White man sought for the shooting last Saturday afternoon of 4 black male teenagers who allegedly tried to rob him.
He was wrong.
I think he was, protecting himself. This is around the.
Isn't that crazy? All the black people are like, ayo, Isn't that crazy?
The kind of racism I can get behind.
How dare he?
Yeah.
Oh, black you. They know not what they do. Please. Isn't that funny? Look at that.
Christmas holiday. You got to look out for yourself.
The shootings occurred on the IRT southbound number 2 train, known as the Deuce, as it was approaching the Chambers Street.
The Deuce.
More. I'm trying to figure out a
station.
I'm trying to figure out a drop a deuce joke. Hey, bail me out, snowboard.
After all, he was 4 against 1. I think it was justified, and after all, he was 4 against 1.
Nobody goes around shooting people. I mean, that can't be a good thing.
And of course, everything wrong with America, right there. Right?
Yeah, no, it's not. He was walking around.
Beta male.
Come on, I mean,
beta girl.
There you go. Were you saying Locke?
No, it's like I
average week.
I hate the way she put that. It's like you just can't walk around shooting people. It's like that's not what happened.
Yeah,
you dimwit. The man was threatened and he defended himself. That's, we're not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger going through a police station here.
Corey, your devices aren't connected. Go out and go back in and then connect your devices. I can't let you up. So
Today, some 3.3 million people use the subway daily. On the weekend, like last Saturday, about 1.3%.
The police aren't always. I think he did right.
Another one. Yeah. Every single black person has said, "Look, I think you did a good thing."
Look, I really do, because
there's like a
somebody's got to
reference
do
here
something.
that,
And the police.
that kind of jogs my memory. Do you guys remember that scene in Predator 2 where they're riding the metro and then it's attacked by the alien? Do you remember what is happening in the subway right before the Predator takes down the lights and begins its attack?
Everybody drops iron. Everybody.
Yes, because a guy, just like the one that they showed that's responsible, a guy that's dressed exactly like that pulled out a gun on a bunch of like hoods that were giving him problems.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Like,
yeah, and then
that's exactly right. And then the lights go out, right? And but I just think that goes to some of what Snowboarder talks about on his channel, where, like, you know, that a lot of the scenes that we see in the movies, like, they're just interpretations of real life. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, guys, check this story out. This is the video. There's also a very long documentary where you see the guy's interviews. He's just like, look, I got tired of it. He goes, I can see by their eyes. They were saying that they're going to have some fun with me first, meaning that they were going to beat his ass. They were going to mess him up, and then they're going to rob him. So it's like, I wasn't going to have that happen again.
And you can
What
only push
joke.
someone too far. You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing, especially with a guy. You can only push a guy too far before they start pushing back.
Or they just won't take being made a victim again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Desperate people will do desperate things.
And did the guy end up getting convicted or not?
I don't
No, I'm
remember.
not sure.
Hold on.
No, he ended up. I think if I remember right, they filed a civil lawsuit on him, but he was basically they couldn't collect on him for it.
Yeah, it's just.
When I remember, even the jury was pretty much inclined toward him, because I had to jump in here listening to you guys are all too damn young to know about this, and snowboard. Jesus, you weren't even a thought. But yeah, I remember the whole
Snowboard Jesus?
thing.
He was swimming around in your father's sock.
He wasn't even there. But if you watch a lot of the old TV shows from the 70s, like Barney Miller, some of the other movies and things, you'll see lots of commentary on what the subway system was like.
Yeah.
And what it was like in Times Square. You stayed the hell out of New York City, because it was not a nice place.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I
And
don't
it
know
wasn't
much
until
about.
Giuliani came in the 90s, and he said, we're going to clean this place up. And they got rid of all the corn theaters. They got rid of all the ladies of the evening and the pimps, and they wanted it to become a family-friendly place. It took them about, I think, 3 years, but they did it.
And then they turned around, and now they're, turning it back into a pit.
Did anyone see the movie Party Monster with Macaulay Culkin? Where he
Oh
plays,
yeah, with Seth Green, yeah, like
that
Michael Alec, right?
Kid, yeah. And so, like, he was like the person that kind of like blew up the whole like New York club kid raver scene, and then they end up killing a drug dealer and cutting him up in pieces.
Bleeding.
Yeah.
Well, he went to prison for like 12 years or 14 years, 15 years. This is in like 2002, whatever, 2001. And it shows him when he got out of jail. He's walking around Times Square just like, this is New York? Come on.
I remember that guy. Yeah.
No, I don't remember much from that movie. I just remember Macaulay Culkin saying "Kyoki."
Yeah.
More a scene from.
Well, like it's.
We thought maybe
There's one thing where it actually shows him walking around, and he looks like you guys remember when Captain America, he figures out that he's not in the 40s anymore, and he's like modern day Times Square.
Yeah,
that's how Michael Alec looks when he's walking around Times Square. He's like, I can't believe this, because it's so clean and there's so many people. So, guys, hit the like button, guys. Yeah, here we go.
To light. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kai Jackson.
And I'm Mary Bubala. Let's go straight to Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor. She joins
Bubala?
us live after the
Oh, there's your farm girl, Snowboard.
first court appearance today.
Yeah,
Family.
I love that.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Yeah, Mary and Kai, I spoke with family members off camera today. They tell me that the mother in this case, that she was in the midst of a psychotic break. And
Of course.
In court, a judge did order.
Guys, the bear or this B-dub? I mean, let's be honest.
Her mental health be evaluated. Now, as you said again, the details of this incident, they are disturbing, but the family also adds, so were the warnings and calls for help that they believe went ignored.
Of course. It's not her
Just a
fault.
few months ago, captured on a relative's cell phone during their
Here you go.
giving celebration.
Yeah, this is a B-dub in their natural habitat.
Listen, dancing, laughing, and full of life. The once carefree moment, now a heart-wrenching memory.
The child should be in the basement.
Thursday,
got
police
got
responding to
deleted
reports
by
of
her
a
mom.
child in cardiac arrest. When they arrived at the family's Middle River home, London was found dead in the basement.
Not conscious, not breathing.
The girl's mother, 34-year-old
Ugh.
Kiana Dillon, now charged with her murder. According to charging documents, investigators finding bruises on London's neck and arms, as well as blood around her mouth, nose, and hands. They also found a plastic drain cleaner on the floor that they believe Dillon used to strangle her
Look
daughter.
at that.
When interviewing Dillon, detectives claimed she was acting erratically and said groups of people were trying to set her up. She also believed London was in a relationship with the child's father,
What?
and admitting to killing 4 of the family's pets to show her daughter what
Oh my God.
if she didn't.
Look at that, guys.
During Dillon's bail review hearing, the erratic behavior continuing. She demanded to represent herself in court and found
There you go. Now you know she's crazy.
fictitious law numbers at the judge. After denying bail, the judge appointing Dillon a public attorney and ordering a competency evaluation. Behind the scenes, the victim's aunt speaking out on social media, saying in the days leading up to the incident, Dillon exhibited alarming behavior.
Sad.
Notorious Tampa Bay
Guys.
murderer is making.
Let's go back, right? We got some ways to go here. We saw this one.
And I'm Carol Goldsmith. She originally told investigators that a carjacker smothered her son with a pillow.
Here 3 years later, a Greenville County woman is going to prison as she maintains her innocence in the case. News Source Myra Ruiz was in court. Joins us live from the Greenville newsroom tonight. Myra?
Well, good evening, Michael and Carol. Today, Amanda Smith was sentenced to 8 years to prison after pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter and obstruction of justice.
She got 8 years for deleting her own kid. Look at that. 8 years? That's it.
There's no
they
justice in this world, man. No
Look at that.
justice.
She entered those pleas under what's called Alford guidelines, which means she says she's innocent, but acknowledges she would likely have been convicted if the case were brought to trial.
What?
Amanda Smith said very little in court. 13th Circuit Public Defender John Malden said his client is pleading guilty but maintains her innocence.
Amanda has maintained her innocence from the moment of the night.
I do declare. I was just foghorn leghorn over here.
Call and in fact has that never has wavered.
The judge heard how Smith initially told investigators a knife-wielding carjacker came out of the woods
Look at that.
and forced her to get out of the car. Smith told deputies the carjacker then smothered her son with a pillow before running off without her keys.
How is that a story? All right, he forced me out of the car, deleted my kid, and then ran off. What kind of story is this?
What?
Guys, the father, he should have taken he'd been better off taking that kid and dropping it off into the woods next to a bear cave than leaving it with this thunderhead.
Car. Devin Epps died of asphyxia due to pressure on the neck. He had turned 7 the month before. Back in the courtroom, prosecutor Cheryl Aaron said the evidence collected didn't match Smith's story. Devin's paternal grandparents spoke in the courtroom asking the judge to impose the toughest sentence possible.
What is this random B-dub here? Just breathing all heavy.
Judge Ned Miller sentenced Smith to 5 years for involuntary manslaughter
That's it?
and 3 years for obstruction of justice.
She took our grandbaby. Now we have no grandbaby. And I hate her for it. And I hope she rots in prison. I hope she rots in hell.
Smith was ordered to serve.
Look at that, guys. And then here we'll do this, and then we'll move on to the disabled here.
A mother sent to prison after her 2-year-old child was killed by his father.
Latricia Jackson faced a very angry judge at sentencing today, and WLWT News 5's Andrew Setters is taking us inside the courtroom tonight.
Oh, look at this.
I wants no part of this mother. The child was abused.
Was starving her kids.
And there's no excuse for it.
What a demon.
2 children, one devastated by her mother's jail sentence, as you could hear there. The other one devastated by her mother's abuse. Now, the 14-year-old girl told authorities that she was rarely fed and was beaten with a belt. She's now in foster care, and so is her older sister. WLWT News 5's Curtis Fuller was inside the courtroom for us today for the
Demons,
sentencing
man,
of
demons.
Felicia Griffin.
The judge pulled no punches today as he addressed Felicia Griffin and what she did to her daughter.
The child was abused. The child was beaten. The child was starved. Everybody admits that, and everybody tells me what a good person the defendant is. Well,
yeah,
as you so aptly put, sometimes
now you're in front of a judge named Norbert. You're cooked. You know, homeboy's name is Norbert. Oh no, you know. But guys, do you see how this? Do you think that if this was a guy who was accused of doing this, that he'd have so many people up to bat for him?
Wood chipper.
Come on, man. What a joke.
people that are good do horrible things.
Griffin, who has 2 daughters, beat one with a belt and a wood stick and wouldn't allow her to eat. A security guard at a Walmart caught the girl stealing food last summer. That started this investigation, which led to today's sentencing. Griffin told the judge she did not try to starve her children.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Demons, man.
Sure didn't treat him right.
One of Griffin's daughters spoke on her behalf, breaking down in tears.
Look at that.
Especially the victims, especially
Demons.
for the children. Difficult. This is not easy for this court either. The court has a responsibility to protect victims.
The emotion in the courtroom clear as Griffin was sentenced and led away in cuffs.
3 years Department of Corrections plus court costs with credit for 18 days.
She had 3 years, guys. That's it.
I wish you the best of luck.
Damn, look at that, guys. Look at that. Even in the court system, their life on easy mode. Isn't that nuts, guys? Isn't that insane? Here we go, guys. A lot of stories about all right, guys. Here we go. Wait, here one. Here's another one. Yes.
The 911 call from a mom accused of killing her son in Holland is providing new details in the case. She told dispatchers she killed him out of love.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
We do want to warn you that the details of this story are disturbing. Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker has the latest.
We obtained the 911 call today from Ottawa County Central Dispatch through a public records request. The mom called 911 early in the morning on Friday.
Hi, I need an officer here immediately. Okay, to where?
To the apartment she shared with her son, Austin Pikart.
My son won't stop breathing.
Wait.
He won't stop.
My son won't stop breathing?
Yeah, that's good.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
My son won't stop breathing. He won't stop what? Breathing. He won't stop breathing? Right.
The mom, Katie Lee, told the dispatcher they tried to die by suicide the day before by taking
Look at that.
pills, but that did not work.
How much medicine did you guys take? A lot. Okay, what did you take? Be here anymore. We don't want to be here anymore. We're done. So is he asking you to, like, kill him? I don't understand. Yeah, that's what I've been doing for a while. And I can't get him to stop breathing. He is going to be 18 tomorrow, but he didn't want to turn 18.
So she told the dispatcher she used a knife.
Did you cut him? It got out of hand.
She said her son told her not to take him to the hospital, so she cut his throat and an arm after he had passed out. She said he did not feel anything. She told the dispatcher She loves her son.
I didn't do this out of hatred. It was out of love. Okay. The world is not going to be okay for him.
Within minutes, Holland police arrived.
The police officers are here.
So, about that, Bear, I told you guys. Guys, what an absolute joke, right? What a joke. What's this chick?
The 911 call from a mom accused of...
Let's see. What's this chick's name?
Ottawa County Central Dispatch through a public records request.
Story are disturbing. Target 8 investigator. We do want to warn you.
Told dispatchers she killed him out of old dispatch, killing her son. And the 911 call from a mom accused...
He told the
It doesn't
dispatcher
say her
they
name, I don't think, but either way. Guys, what a joke. All right, here we go, guys. Moving on in the story here, right? Where is it? Now, guys, if the elderly are being abused, and what group is the number one group to do it?
Women.
Thank you. Look at this, guys.
Those are mostly
Fake
who are at
money
those
and-
facilities.
Yep. Look at this.
Fake money and an attack on a 91-year-old woman. Investigators say this woman was up to no good at an assisted care facility. Jobin Paniker reports.
It was the best acting in the entire world.
Kelly Sparks does not like this feeling of anger, frustration, and of failure.
She didn't just manipulate us.
Jesus, look at these eyes.
Wide eyes, man.
Look at that. Yikes, guys.
They
the bear.
have no soul.
I told you guys you're better off pushing gams into the bear cage at the zoo than being around this dunderhead. You know what I'm saying?
She manipulated everybody.
Kelly and her husband own and run the Loving Care Home in Lucas, an assisted living center. It is also where Glenda Basanis worked for more than 2 months, now in a Collin County jail cell.
We received three in about 3 or 4 days, 3 different complaints.
Complaints of assault detailed in these arrest warrants. Kelly was also one of the victims. She says Basanis made lewd comments and slapped her backside.
She took it to another level, and that's exactly when we were like, okay, something's not right. This is not okay. This is not even something we could sit down and even have a discussion about. She's gone.
They fired Basanis, called the sheriffs. Investigators uncovered much more. First, she told everyone at the home and state investigators she was a registered nurse. She was not.
And every time you purport yourself to be a nurse, that's a different offense. So basically, we had 64 Class A misdemeanors.
Whoa!
64?
Whoa! Do you guys think a guy could get away with that many times?
No. If a guy says he's an RN, they're going to ask for credentials. Why weren't they asking for credentials?
Guys, hit the like button, please. Guys, we're almost at 31,000 subs, guys. So make sure hit the like button, guys.
Under the occupations code.
The owner stresses she was not hired as a nurse, but a resident aide. On Basanis, they also found THC oil.
Of course.
Listen to this. $50,000 in counterfeit money on her when she was arrested.
What?
But the most troubling part for Kelly is the 91-year-old victim at the home. It reads Basanis had assaulted her by grabbing her breasts.
We put our trust in her.
What?
They put their trust in her. And then she went and did that.
Oh, she's just acting. She's just covering her ass.
Yeah, she looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some juicy Smollett stuff.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Come on. Do you guys see any tears?
It just...
Please! Oh, come on, though. Dramatic pause. It's just...
They
Hold on.
love their dramatic pauses.
Give me a second. I need a moment. Please. Come on.
It makes you question everything.
The sheriff says Basanis is from Illinois,
God.
was jumping around in extended stay hotels in North Texas. Kelly hopes Basanis has earned an extended stay in jail in Collin County. I'm Jobin Paniker.
What a mess. Look at that, guys. I told you
Jeez.
guys. Why?
I keep telling you, man. I keep telling you. Cops need to start carrying standard issue holy water.
Look at this, guys. Okay, this is NBC News. Watch. Snowboard. Here you go. This is for you, buddy. Look at this.
Yo! Tonight, alarming charges against 2 senior care workers in Florida.
Well.
See that? They're filming themselves on TikTok abusing the elderly.
Wow.
And they're bonnet wearing B-dubs.
Yep.
You're watching what the sheriff's office says is 2 women live streaming their abuse of a dementia patient on Snapchat and laughing about it.
So embarrassing.
So that's like prima facie evidence, and that's like that's elder abuse.
They said, "Let's go lock her in the closet."
Yeah,
What?
I mean they're admitting to like so many things when it comes to the prosecutors. It's insane.
And they think, and because it's live streaming, you know, because they're recording it for content, they don't think it's that big of a deal.
Oh my God! Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Tonight.
Wait for this. Wait for this, guys. Oh no! Look.
We begin with new video we're getting from a nursing.
Damn, she's hot. How you doing?
Home in Texas City.
Look,
So it should.
Look at freaking King Ghidorah and Monster Zero right there. Jesus Christ.
God.
Look at that.
Shows 2 caretakers shoving and kicking an 87-year-old
this.
grandpa who
Oh my God.
The police have just arrested the 2 women from this video. They are charged with assault. Fox 26's Matthew Seedorf is live outside the nursing home tonight after speaking with the victim's family. Matthew.
Dude, man, if that was my grandpa, I'd go head hunting. You know what I'm saying?
Tom, the family says they're happy these 2 caretakers were arrested, but they worry something like this has happened here before. Disturbing surveillance video taken from inside a Texas City nursing home.
Oh my God.
We're in shock, you know, like, damn, that really is happening to my grandpa.
2 caretakers seen pushing, kicking, and throwing with Sandra Solis's 87-year-old grandfather, an amputee with arthritis.
You can see where she's closing the curtain, and you can see her the nurses, but she has her hand, her fist like this, and you know she's like gonna pound on them. And then they were back there with the curtain closed for about 15, 20 minutes.
We're blurring with Sandro's grandpa's face for his safety, but he's hospitalized with a neck brace, bruises, and 2 black eyes. Sandro says the nursing home called him, claiming his grandpa was sent to the hospital after falling out of bed.
Like, what happened to you?
Oh, he just fell down the stairs. He's clumsy.
He said he got
in a fight with some ladies. Yeah, and they jumped me. That's what he was telling me, that they had jumped him.
Wasandro says his family put this camera inside the room after their grandpa complained about issues in the past.
They knew the camera was there. I mean, it wasn't hidden. We put a
Look at that face right there.
sign my grandpa's door that there's video surveillance inside the room.
The caretakers, Lisa Cooper and Keisha Johnson, both.
Jesus Christ! Look at that right there. Look at that.
Arrested Thursday, charged with injuring an elderly person, a second-degree felony. A spokesperson from Solidago Health and Rehabilitation telling us the employees were immediately fired for violating company policies, adding we have no tolerance for behavior that jeopardizes the health and safety of our residents. The 2 workers.
It's sad, right, guys? Oh, but us men are the problem.
Yep.
Problem.
We're getting this buzzed up on the saw.
Problem, right? Us men are the ones that are always doing stuff wrong.
Mhm.
Us men are the ones who are the most dangerous.
Yeah, and every single time you bring up one of these examples, it never seems to count.
Yeah.
It's always different when they do it. Like, we have to understand them. She was obviously mentally imbalanced. And this just proves that, you know, men have destroyed the mental health care system. So therefore it's men's fault.
In Mount Washington. And it's all caught on camera.
WCPO 9 News reporter Valerie Lyons joins us live in studio right now. Now, Valerie, you spoke with the woman's son, and he is outraged.
And seeing this.
There you go, snowboard. There are those Midwest shoulders.
Yeah.
Again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Tanya, you would be too. But as heartbroken as he is.
Well, of course. Look at who's doing it. Of course.
Well. Seeing this video, still hard for me to look at. Joshua Gaunt says he's not surprised. He put that camera up for a reason, because he felt something was wrong and had been for a while.
Take a look at this. 76-year-old Ann Brown doesn't want to get out of bed yet. So this aide throws something right at her face. She throws something again. You can see Ann sit up, stunned and trembling. Hard to watch, but it's even harder for Joshua Gaunt.
It's killing me. It's burned into my head. I can't get it out.
That's his mother in the video.
It is killing me on the inside to see this helpless woman that worked so hard her entire life.
But here's the thing, guys. This is why in like other countries, the extended families live together, right? So you don't put them in some rest home where they can get friggin' stone cold stunnered by a friggin' B-dub. You know what I'm saying? Or they can't get SA'd by some pervert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the same with like these kids in these daycares. You know, women they used to be able to stay home and take care of their kids and not outsource to some illegal or some B-dub getting paid $7 an hour. This is all the feminists' fault. All of it.
To be treated like this.
Outraged, he says he rushed to the facility and called police. More video shows the officer confirming he wrote it up and that he says no question.
It's an assault. Felony graded assault is what we're doing, the report is.
Okay.
Now, we called the administrator, but she declined to comment, referring us instead to a spokesperson who did give us a statement. It says in part, the allegations are of grave concern and that the staff member has been terminated. Now, Gaunt says the video isn't just shocking because of what it shows, but that it was captured on the camera he'd installed just 4 days before.
I posted 2 large
So
signs,
imagine what was
and I
going
told
on
the
there
staff
before those
on
cameras
duty
were
that
there.
day that I had placed a camera in her room.
And he says the camera wasn't a problem until after he brought this video to light.
In my face, yelling at me, telling me that I cannot film in a private facility.
But why'd he install the camera in the first place? Well, Gaunt says he noticed his mother's decline in the last 6 months.
Everything from bruising to red marks on her arms, skin tears, her earring was pulled off, destroying her ear.
Oh!
She was constantly laying in her own feces.
And he says he worries his mother isn't the only resident on the receiving end of this or worse.
I know in my heart, and from what the staff has told me, there are other victims, not just of this aide, but of the administration.
There you go, guys. Once again, if you could drop your gams off and have a bear patrolling the hall, this B-dub right here, guys, who would you choose? You know?
God, you mean? I think no question.
Yeah, I choose the bear because the bear would just kind of walk on.
I've already got a name for the bear.
Eat some honey and maybe kick over the trash can, have a little snack, and leave. You know what I'm saying? So
then in the winter months it's gonna sleep anyways.
That's what a joke, right?
Now, Esther's law passed in Ohio last year. It allows personal cameras in nursing home settings.
Good.
As for other care facilities, it's their call. But I spoke with Pro Seniors earlier. They say this past year, they got 45 allegations of elder abuse in Southwest Ohio facilities. They proved 16 of them.
Here you go, guys. Let's see here. We have a couple more, and then we'll look at one more thing here.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Fox 35's Hannah McKenzie is live tonight with the latest details. Hannah, you spoke with the victim's mother.
Oh, there you go. She can get it too. How you doing? You know what I'm saying?
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can suck start a leaf blower.
What did she tell you?
Marlisa, I did. She is sick to her stomach over this, understandably so. She says her home security footage caught everything. And watching that video back made her nauseous. She is just thanking God tonight that her daughter is even still alive. She didn't want to speak with us on camera because she's still too emotional, understandably so. But she says she hopes this story serves as a lesson for others. That's St. Cloud Police arresting Naya Ayers Wednesday night.
Being charged with aggravated disabled persons abuse.
Ayers is accused of abusing an 18-year-old quadriplegic woman.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! Look at
What?
that! Now, did you guys see? Guys,
quadriplegic?
Can you put a 1 in this chat if you agree that if women were as physically strong as men, we would be cooked? Let's just say that you would, because they're so sadistic. Guys, the only reason why they don't do because we already know that even though they're weaker than us, the majority of physical violence and emotional violence that's done in TV is by women. But imagine if their physical strength was actually equal to or more than ours.
That would be terrifying.
Their nature is just so evil, you know?
Verbal and diagnosed with cerebral palsy. The woman's mother called police after finding red scratches around her daughter's mouth and eyes on May 3rd. Chief Douglas Gerke says there's undisputable video evidence showing the assault.
The video was, it's horrible. It's horrible to watch.
Acts of torture is how one officer details the abuse in this arrest warrant. The video reportedly shows Ayers taping the victim's mouth shut, then ripping the tape off repeatedly, shaking her head and body, pinching her, shaking her breathing machine so aggressively her nose began to bleed. It also states Ayers held a washcloth over the victim's mouth for 10 seconds, then again for 7 more seconds.
It's just absolutely shocking, and it's unimaginable that somebody could do something like this.
According to the Department of Health, Ayers has been a licensed practical nurse since 2021 and has had no.
She's probably stealing medicine. She's probably high on that Xanax or stealing oxys. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why these nurses oftentimes work at these old folks' homes and disabled homes is because they don't have the same medication monitoring system as the hospitals, so they can get high all they want. You know what I'm saying? Locke, you were saying?
Yeah, like I am absolutely terrified of the fact that we have so many modern women who want to become nurses. Like we're already starting to see some of the dangers happening. Like during the ICE protests, you had that registered nurse saying
don't treat ICE agents and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah, no, but she was saying stuff like, you've got access to syringes. You got access to syringes. You can, so I'm not telling you to do it, but I'm just saying you seduce one of them and use a syringe to put laxatives in his food on a date. And like all of this stuff, like there are nurses out there. Like I heard this story, I forget where a nurse would ask the guy if he was a Trump supporter. And if he said yes, she would double stick him. Like, go, oops, sorry, I forgot. I missed the vein. Let's try it again. Like, these women are horrifying enough as it is. And the idea that they have access to sharps, they have access to medications, they have absolutely zero empathy, they have zero control over their emotions, they hold grudges, they keep score, and they have a lot of hate in their hearts, and they are getting access to hospital equipment like that.
Yeah.
That terrifies me. And that should terrify a lot of people too.
Yep. It's sad, isn't it?
Oh my
Prior
God,
complaints
man.
or disciplinary action. The victim's mother tells me Ayers has worked in their home for over a year. She worries there may have been past incidents. Gerke says they're still reviewing footage.
If we do find something else, there'll be additional charges coming. We will continue to drop charge after charge after charge on this person to ensure that either she never sees the light of day or she doesn't ever do this again.
I'm told Ayers worked for 2 different healthcare companies, both of which have been notified about this incident. Chief Gerke believes there could be additional victims out there and is urging anyone with information who believes they may have been a victim or knows someone who has to contact the St. Cloud Police Department. He says even if it is not in their jurisdiction, he will get you where you need to be to report it to the correct agency. Marlisa, back to you.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, that's scary. Like that is scary. Like, because like, you know, we talk about SSRIs and all of that stuff, but so many of these creatures, they have no soul whatsoever.
Yeah. Yep.
AJ, do you mind if I chime in for a moment here?
Yeah.
So, guys, some of you know that in my daytime
local coverage
gig,
at 5.
Keep going.
I do retirement income planning, and so I have to do projections literally 2-3 decades. And part of the assumptions that I have to build into a plan is incapacitation. And I don't think people really understand just how prevalent incapacitation, dementia, Alzheimer's, and that it's actually on the rise, and that literally over 7 million, we already have over 7 million Americans living just with dementia, and it's projected to jump over to double by 2050. And so for a lot of the men, and I'm talking about men like me, you know, I'm single, no kids, have no desire to get married or anything along those lines. And so this has to be part of our plan and strategy. What happens if we're not able to make decisions or become incapacitated to put these things in place or start thinking about these things now? What's my upside? What's my downside? What's the probability of my downside happening? How do I hedge and protect against? Because if you don't have a plan, the likelihood of you ending up with one of these thunderheads, this is a terrifying This is a terrifying scene, AJ.
But here's the thing, though. They don't have to worry about this outside the West.
Oh, yeah. So as you guys, as I posted in the chat, this is something that I've already have started planning for. And you're right. If I ever need to go into assisted living, it won't be in the West. I promise you that.
But listen. You go to Africa, you go to Southeast Asia, you go to Eastern Europe, they don't know what assisted living is. The concept itself is stupid, because the grandparents and stuff live with one of their kids and help them take care of their kids and all of that. Because the grandparents move in, their health care, child care, they're all of that. Try going to like Romania or try going to Nigeria and explaining to them what child care is. Paying $2,400 a month to have some stranger watch your kid. Tell them what elder care is, where you drop your mom or dad off at some facility you pay an arm and a leg for just for some goofball $9 an hour workers.
They can't phantom it. They can't. It's a foreign concept.
In a lot of Muslim areas, the youngest son is supposed to take care of the parents. Okay, so like my friend, I think he's 42, but he still lives at his parents' house. He's an engineer. He makes 6 figures, right? But all the rest of his siblings have moved out. But he's supposed to stay there and take care of his parents, and then when he gets married, his wife moves in with him, and then they take care of the parents, and the parents help them take care of the kids. That's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is the best and worst part about capitalism, right? Is they make these markets, right? So for instance, growing up in the 80s, guys, we didn't have a daycare center. My oldest aunt took care of my great aunt took care of like my siblings and I, some of my cousins and the neighborhood kids, and my parents paid her $20 a week, whatever. elderly care. You didn't see the elderly care industry blow up until like the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like it's this thing where people assume that this has always been a thing. This has always been something that people have paid for.
No.
The average cost of childcare in DC is $2,400 a month. Absolutely insane. Who's saying something?
Well, I was just making the point that, but at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is a lot of us, we are in the West. And part of being in this space, that red pill space, we have to have contingencies in the framework, because at the end of the day, knock on wood, we're going to live long, hopefully healthy lives, but just in case. And and the fact of the matter is, I think we're going to see more and more of these stories. Mark my words, we're going to see more and more of these.
Yeah.
30 new details in a child abuse case in Cranston we've been tracking for years.
And a former nurse practitioner has now pleaded guilty to assaulting a 9-year-old developmentally disabled boy she was hired to babysit.
I guarantee you, guys, this stream is not going to stay monetized. With all these news stories I'm watching, it's all good.
Eyewitness News reporter Perry Russellman is live with the details tonight, new at 5:30.
This case ended with a plea agreement that was approved by the boy's family. This all goes back to a crime that's said to have happened 3 years ago here in Cranston. For the next year and a half, Kimberly Finesse will be behind bars. The registered nurse from Cumberland pleaded guilty to 1 count of assaulting a severely impaired person. The Attorney General says that person was a 9-year-old boy with developmental disabilities.
I'm horrified that anybody would treat a child like that, especially one with disabilities.
No one was home when we tried to get comment from Fineffe's family. Her neighbors were.
Nice family. They said that I could, help myself to their garden vegetables, and, they got dogs, and she was always nice to my dog. So.
But when you hear this, does that change anything?
I mean, it's kind of surprising. It's very shocking. So, but I guess you just never know people.
Prosecutors say 3 years ago, Fineffe was asked to watch the Cranston boy in his home as his parents went out to dinner. That's when prosecutors say Fineffe grabbed the boy roughly, assaulted him, and then threw him on his bed, causing bruising and a bump on his head.
Damn.
The parents watched it all happen using a remote camera in his bedroom. When questioned by police, the Attorney General's office says Fineffe's response was she was overworked and tired.
I would be.
Oh, poor you.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
When I'm overworked and tired, I can be a little irritable, but not to the point where I'm going to beat on a 9-year-old kid whose brain doesn't function properly. God.
There's always an excuse for these dunderheads.
And
see, Lockie, right now you're sounding too reasonable.
I know. I keep forgetting that.
That's why Locke
that.
And Reasonable start with the same letter, right? Here we go, guys. Look at this.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that being reasonable is a mortal sin these days.
Where'd it go? Hold on. Where'd that B-dub go? Hold on. Down here?
Yeah, I like we are living in an era that there's no other way to describe it. It's soullessness.
Oh,
there's no freaking soul.
Sorry, guys.
That's messed up.
I gotta say this because I had to do this. I'm gonna do some more courtroom videos here because I haven't done those in a while. Because we used to do courtroom madness on Thursdays, but let's see. There's this B-dub that
Now in local coverage at 5:30.
Hold on. Yeah, guys, this is just sad. It really is, man. Like, here it is.
Sentencing day for a former nurse convicted in the death of her 7-year-old adopted daughter, Gina Emanuel, learning she will spend the rest of her life behind bars. Local 10's Leanne Modajon is live outside the courtroom with more. Leanne.
Damn, she's hot, and then the other she's hot too.
Life in prison was
Leanne Modajon. How you doing?
Mandatory sentence for
Donde
Gina
está la
Emanuel.
biblioteca?
In mi pantalones.
Wait, hold on. So, in case you guys know, I enjoy poetry, and so she's inspiring me. Roses are red, and so are hearts. My couch pulls out, but I won't.
Oh man, secret. We needed that. I needed that secret. Thank you.
You guys feel the magic in the air, right?
Love is in the
First-degree murder conviction. Her defense signaling today they plan to appeal.
I wish you well in hell.
Strong words from Ayana Gordon, the oldest of three sisters, abused at the hands of their adoptive mother, Gina Emanuel.
I meant what I said.
Emanuel, now a convicted killer, sat quietly as she heard the sentence from the judge.
Life in prison for the first-degree murder. The sentence is the only lawful and just sentence in this case.
Emanuel was found guilty earlier this month of murder and child abuse. Emanuel was arrested in 2019 for abusing and torturing her adopted daughters, aged 5, 7, and 12, and causing one of their deaths.
She knew what she did. She's guilty and she knew what she did.
Ayana Gordon testified to some of that abuse during the trial. Today at sentencing, she spoke to her adoptive mother directly.
You called yourself a tough cookie. I am too a tough cookie. Tougher than you could think.
Middle sister Samaya, who was 7, came down with pneumonia but was not given medical care. The medical examiner said she died.
Can I just say something? Because these stories bring up like a lot of memories. You have no idea how often child abuse. Can I say that? Or is that one? Okay. You have no idea how common that is in the inner city communities.
Yeah, and and anywhere where there's a lot of poverty, right? You think, guys, inner city and rural Appalachian, like white redneck America, is the exact same. You go to Aberdeen, Washington. You go to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, like outside of there. You go to rural Ohio where there's nothing but meth labs and trailer parks. They're the same symptoms as there are in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
And I was not meaning to like deliberately leave those out, but I can only speak to my experience. And like I'm just saying, if you guys had an idea of what that proportion was, it's more common than it is not. And it's just it's shocking when you see it in real life. It really is. It's if you're like a regular guy like I am, child abuse will really actually affect you. It's difficult to deal with.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
It's
it's heartbreaking. A lot of these kids, they don't even stand a chance. You know what I mean? It's sad.
Sustained abuse.
It really hurt. And I wish that I could have been there a lot sooner.
Ayana's grandfather had his own thoughts to share.
I forgive you for what you did.
Ridiculous.
However, I can't forget. I wish I can inflict the pain that you did to my grandkids every day.
There you
I
go.
wish I could beat you.
Monster.
There you go.
Within an inch of your life every day.
Emanuel declined to make any statement at
Of course
all
not, 'cause
prior
she's
to
until
the
that.
sentencing.
I took it as an insult. And that makes me more angrier than anything. To whereas, I wish I could, put my hands around her throat.
And here's the thing.
See, no, go ahead, Locke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is silent rage right there.
Now in local coverage.
Yeah.
See, you can tell that guy means every single word that he said.
So, like, I have a different idea of what restorative justice would look like.
I don't believe. I don't believe in restorative justice.
No, I have a different definition. My definition involves throwing her in a room without a camera with that guy for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. You don't have the wokey woke definition.
Yeah,
of
that's my
restorative
that's
justice.
what I'm going to call divine justice. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
I think people don't understand why there was public punishment in like the town square and everything. You know what I'm saying? Where they made it public and made it very, very tough. Like so that people. That's the only way to actually disincentivize. Yeah, is to see the people in the town square getting their just desserts.
And
you know
that's what Singapore does right today.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, guys, here, this is the video that brought this whole topic up. And guys, I'm sorry, but this is gonna make you all dumber, just like it made me dumber too. But here we go.
Would you rather come across?
Oh my gosh.
Would you rather come across a random man or a random bear in the woods? Starting with you. Go ahead.
Give us some time to think.
Just answer. You want an explanation?
Short explanation is fine.
Okay, so at first I said bear. Okay, when I first seen everything, I said bear. But then when I first seen these
Wait,
stories,
actually,
because you're the same size. Oh!
She can relate.
Your explanation. Let me go around the table, get everybody's answers.
Okay, go ahead.
Then I'll get an explanation. What about you?
A random bear.
Random bear?
Random bear.
Random bear?
Bear.
Bear.
I don't care. It makes no difference.
No, literally, I was gonna.
You gotta
answer the
engage.
goddamn question. You could tell by her wokey woke glasses, right? And this is such a leftist tactic. Guys, say yes or no, and then have your caveat, right? You can answer every question directly, right? You can say yes, and then, but let me explain. You know, so
but the thing is,
say yes or no.
Yeah, sorry, but the thing is, but this is one thing I've noticed about the wokey wokes. Even if you ask them a yes or no question, they will give you a doctorate thesis before even bothering to get around to possibly giving an answer that's remotely ambiguous. They just want to freaking talk.
That the number one thing that the wokey wokes do that drives me nuts, and I think this was in a video that I just did recently, was the whole, oh well, I'm a wokey woke, and if you don't agree with me, it's so nuanced and so complicated that you're just too stupid to understand it. It's like, no, I understand it just fine. You're just an idiot. Like it's just wrong. This whole guys, put a 1 if you agree. The reason why the number one reason why the Democrats are not the party of the working class is because of this takeover by the academic elites, right? Oh, well, we vote the way that we vote because we're just so much smarter than everyone else. We're so much more educated than everyone else, that we understand all the nuances and all the this and all that. And even when you make it simple, you're like, oh, no, you're just this is an oversimplification. It's like, no, it's not. They have to make everything complicated as like this passive aggressive power play. If you disagree with me, you're stupid to understand what I'm saying, or you don't understand the nuance, or you're not educated.
It sounds like you're describing debate tactics of somebody who knows that they cannot win on the merit of their argument.
Yeah.
That's literally what you're describing there.
Yep.
And my my favorite tactic is how quickly the wokey wokes will resort to insults, defamation of character, and temper tantrums the very second they're proven wrong. It usually only takes about 2 minutes at the absolute longest, but the second that happens, they start hurling insults. These are not adults. That is something a child does. Well, they are children.
Kevin Samuels, he invented sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same with all these feminists, all these women, all these woke. That is a symptom of the left. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right.
Yeah, that's why when like modern women try to say, oh, I'm a warrior, I'm fighting against the patriarchy. It's like, no, I will agree. You are a warrior. You are engaged in a needless and endless war to always be right about anything.
Oh, you mean
the most pointless
warrior?
war ever.
Oh! Snowboard's been dropping the ball.
Yeah, he's asleep in the
What the
switch
hell,
over
man?
here. What's going on?
I'm saying
You
I
also
don't
made-
really care.
Well, hold on, AJ, you also made me think about something. And I've been on one or two of your panels.
Don't say.
Don't say.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute.
But with that being said, we have disagreed. We've had different point of views, but never once have we tried to shame each other for our different opinions or views. We never insulted each other, and we don't have this incessant need to be right. And you've said it many times. This what really do make our community, our tribe, more superior, because we can argue our different points of views, but yet not only be respectful, but also be receptive to hearing your point as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and are you guys? I'll keep this brief, but are you guys familiar with Paul Harrell?
Mm-mm.
So Paul Harrell was a firearms channel. He actually died of cancer a few years ago, but he did.
I know who he is. He's awesome.
Yeah, awesome channel. The dude was able to choose his words extremely carefully. He was incredibly eloquent, and the guy, he actually said something. He actually has a lot of sayings that I try to live by, and one of them is disagreement is a good thing. Disagreement is a good thing. And that is the biggest difference between us and them, is that we know, we're not going to agree on anything, but at least we'll hear them. I'll hear you out. While they think, no, if you disagree with me, that's a slight against my character, and that gives me permission to destroy you in any way that I can possibly think of. That's seriously how they think, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
These guys will get into machete fights over cheesecake, for crying out loud.
And it's not productive at all.
No, it's not.
This
But when has a modern woman ever been productive, AJ?
Yeah, I know. That's true.
God, you sounded so exhausted when you said that.
If you call friggin' sucking our tax dollars, you know what I'm saying? You guys remember we have the actual study that shows that only men pay taxes? Only men actually pay in the tax base when you actually look at how much women pay versus how much they get paid out. They're a net drain on our taxes, and men aren't. Insane.
I'd be okay with running into a bear or a man.
Wait, what was the question?
Would you rather run into a random bear or a
Look at this thunderheaded.
Well.
random man
in a
woods?
forest?
That's almost as bad as bear.
I don't think so, because I'm not
You
so
don't-
afraid of bears. I don't know.
Have
I'm
you
not
ever
scared of
have you ever
animals.
met a bear?
I've seen one before, yeah.
Okay.
At the zoo.
Not
In the
behind
zoo?
glass.
In a zoo?
No. I wasn't close to it. I just walked away. It wasn't very scary, but yeah.
Black bear.
I used to
It was
go-
black bear.
Have you ever been charged by a bear?
No.
Oh, okay.
So the question is, would you rather come across a random man or a random bear in the woods?
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a thought in her head.
How is an answer to that?
I'll come across a bear. From
So
a distance.
the scenario is you will come across the man, you will come across the bear. It's not like you can really avoid.
This is hard. She's
Well,
got
guys, this is propaganda, right? There is a propaganda machine to make these women think this way. And the issue is, guys, you can be in the safest fortress on earth, but if you don't feel safe, right? Then you're gonna you can think of this. You can give these rich, powerful men give women everything. But if their girlfriends and their mom are telling them that there's something missing, they're going to feel like there's something missing, right? They're going to not be content. Women's are their feelings based. So even though they're the safest they've ever been, the fact that they don't feel safe, it's like, why even try? This is why you don't even try with chicks, guys. You don't even try. You don't even try. They're safer than they've ever been. In the West, we built this fortress on the hill, right? They're the safest they've ever been, and they don't quote unquote feel safe. Well, guys, what a joke.
They don't appreciate it either.
Not at all.
Well, they don't even recognize it. They're not even aware of the things that they enjoy about living in this country.
Yeah.
They're not. They don't even
They
know
take it for granted
what other women in the third world face as realities.
You ask them, say, if men are so dangerous, why don't you see women diving into the bear cage at the zoo to avoid all the dangerous men?
Like, so one of my questions that I ask is like, you have all of these women, right? They're going around saying, I don't feel safe here. I don't like, because men are dangerous. Men are violent. Men can do horrific things to me, and I don't like it. And I think we need to do bad things to men so I can feel safe. I want to look at that and I say, okay, let's pretend for the sake of argument that you're right, that we are all just a whole bunch of dangerous monsters. Why are you going out of your way to insult these dangerous monsters that make you feel unsafe? Why are you poking that particular bear?
Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, why on earth would you do that? Because I know that if there's a 300-pound guy over there that could easily just rip me apart, the last thing I'm going to do is taunt him. The last thing I'm going to do is insult him.
Because I can tell you why. Because they don't genuinely believe what they're saying. I mean, this is like the same thing as like Black Lives Matter and saying that, well, all of these police officers are out there to shoot me. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go, and at every stop that the police make, I'm going to make an asshole of myself. And deliberately escalate every situation I can to almost guarantee the outcome that I'm actually looking for.
And then you use that as an excuse to burn down the Wendy's. Yeah,
right. So it's like but I think just with these people, they don't honestly believe what they say.
No, they don't. But they want
They're completely disingenuous.
Yeah, but at the same time, by playing the victim card, like, social media within itself has actually kind of proven where their priorities lie, because when you actually make videos talking about how unsafe you feel and about how men are bad and all of this garbage, you get a lot of attention. You also get subs, you get likes, you get comments affirming this whole idea. Yeah, but they don't believe it, because we all know that if they were in the woods and a bear showed up, and they would be their first thought would be, I need a man to protect me. I need a man. Like, they would not. There is not a single one of these brainless broads who would be in the woods and see a bear and go, oh, thank God it's a bear.
Yeah.
None of them would.
Damn. Physics.
I'm sorry, that's kind of hard because I watch a lot of scary movies. Like
-_69 donated $69.
But it's okay, you can give me.
No, why do you?
I mean, because you never.
Man, I can climb a tree if you try to harm me, right?
Bears climb trees, moron.
Or something.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I mean, because you never know, because they can be equally dangerous depending how the man is.
Dangerous.
Like, there are bad men out there who don't want to kill.
Screw you,
but there's also good
lady.
men. I'm praying that the man is a good guy that I run into.
I didn't know men out here was bigger and faster than bears.
And what's crazy too is it's narcissism. You think, why would a man want to do anything to you? Who are you? Are you that special? Do you think that some guy who's minding his own goddamn business is going to come after you? Guys, this is the solipsistic, self-centered narcissism.
I agree. It's main character syndrome
of the universe, and everything revolves all around me.
Of cereal donated $69.
Little Red Riding
For those
Hood.
who answered bear. Do you also support men in women's locker rooms, men in women's sports, men in women's prisons and...
That's such a good question.
That is a good question. Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh, she had to double down. She had to double down.
Look at that.
Wait, she's not putting together
and...
what she just said with what the question was. She's not at all putting it together.
She just heard T rights. That's all she heard.
And in their sports and in their competitions of beauty.
Basically, are you okay with transgender? I am okay with transgender, yes.
Question, when it comes to the bathroom thing, would you rather a random bear walk into the bathroom or a random man walk into the bathroom if you're in the bathroom?
She's retarded.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Snowboard. I'm glad you said that.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Andrew, any quick thoughts on this?
Yeah, what the question is trying to determine, the reason that he brought up the T rights and the T's in this. He was trying to say, well, I don't understand, because you can already be involved in these kinds of tight-knit, intricate spaces with men, right? And you don't care, but for some reason being trapped with them externally in a forest is somehow more bothersome than being trapped with a ginormous bear that wants, possibly could just eat your face, and there's no way to predict anything that they do.
No one would be able to tell the difference if the bear ate her face.
That's what the question is asking.
Okay, so if I could jump in, that's what I was gonna say. Like, why would you want to be with a animal that wants to rip your face off, cannot converse, cannot say nothing to you, but you wouldn't want to talk to a man and just, you could get out of a situation with a man, but as far as a bear, no. I just seen a story the other day about this woman and her kids getting mauled by a bear. No matter how fast they ran, that bear caught them and mauled them.
You're not supposed to run though from a bear.
Okay. They ran. Oh, please. What are you talking?
No,
they can vote. Well, this one here on the right has probably been to jail multiple times. So we all know felons can't vote. So I guess that's a good thing. Yes.
Oh, when is that? No. When does that ever stop? When does that ever stop the voting system?
Oh, guys, I know where we've seen this chick on the right from. You guys recognize her, right?
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside home. I work at Hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at Hoeing. That's the company I work at, Hoeing.
I know I've seen her before.
Oh my God.
Guys, hit the like button, please.
Run it all.
Here, we won't.
So I'll quickly follow up with this, who are the
No, I didn't say you're supposed to run.
selected-
What I'm saying is, why would you want to be stuck with a mammal that can tear your
I'll
face
get you
off?
in here in just a sec, Andrew.
Yeah, no problem.
One quick question. Those of you who said bear, I assume it's because you feel like men are they're
Evil,
prone to
horrible
victimizing
people.
of men.
Yeah, they base it off of true crime. It's like, my theory is like, one thing you got to know about what modern women, they have way too much time on their hands.
That's true. Yeah.
They don't do anything. They go to work, they might go to the gym, but they come home, and if they're not out drinking, they're at home watching television.
They're vaping and popping Xannies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's basically
and
it.
they're what they're watching? They're either watching reality television to live out their fantasy of being a rich, lazy broad, or true crime dramas. And I say dramas, not documentaries.
Yeah.
Where it's like, for some reason they watch this stuff where there is this evil man who's just stalking women and ending them in some of the most violent ways possible. And these women think that movies and television are real. And I'm not kidding when I say that. I mean that quite literally. They think TV and movies are real. That's insane to me. But they choose bear because they just assume, because they see bad men on TV, that's men everywhere.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Binary orgy with Yogi and his pals, then run into Blondie. Keep dreaming big.
Okay. Thank you. Aloha. Appreciate it. Aloha means goodbye. Thank you for the TTS. So the question is, what percentage of men do you think in the circumstances would choose to victimize you? Who said bear? It was you. You're going to answer this question.
D4_Clo5 donated $69.
Bear fight clip.
Ryan FFS played the bear fight clip when you
talking
asked
about
the
the thing
bear
from
question.
I'll have to do it next time. I don't have it on off rip. So what percentage of men do you think would choose to victimize you?
I don't know. Take a guess. 50.
50%.
Screw you two.
50. 50%.
Screw you. Oh my.
Look at that, guys.
They have no idea how deeply they insulted men with the bear question.
Yep.
I think that was like one of the final coffin nails.
Yeah. Yep.
Like when they said men are more dangerous than bears. And then they say, well, there's a 50-50 chance of men's. No, it's less than less than 1%? Something like that. And she's saying that,
guys, there was a thing that just dropped. It said Canadians are founding twice as many businesses outside Canada than inside. So Canadians open more businesses in the US than at home. That's how cooked Canada is. Anyone that has anything is investing outside of Canada. Jesus Christ.
Hey, AJ, I got to sign off. You guys have a great night.
All right,
Okay?
my friend.
Later, man.
Take it easy. Yep.
50%. Okay, what about you?
I say the same.
50%. Did you say bear? What percent? Huh?
Same.
Can you just, instead
50.
of saying stay, okay. What about you?
I don't know, like 3%.
3%. 50%. That's a lot.
That was the feminist actually correct. She said 3%, right? Like
Because she's
that's
trying
crazy.
to appear more level-headed and put together and use them as sacrificial.
That is a lot of.
That's a lot. So half the population of the United States.
Wait, what do you mean by victimizing?
Pancakes donated $69. I make over
I'll answer that
$200,000 a year as a police.
Honestly, not really. I don't really care what they think.
Okay, so to answer your question, what do I mean by victimize?
Thanks, Brian.
They could essay you, they would try to kill you,
So harm me. Basically.
harm you in some way. Yes.
I'd say like
Did you say bear?
me. I say like for the bear, like man or bear question.
She said
Okay,
I said
what-
man.
Okay.
I'd say like 8 to 10%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Screw you.
50, 50, 8 to 10%, you said? Okay.
Yes.
Andrew, do you want to address quickly the numbers?
Yeah, I
they
just
gave
want
there?
to just do a quick follow-up here. Let us assume for a moment that you were stuck in the forest with a bear. The bear has not actually been aggressive towards you, but you are stuck there with the bear. It could become aggressive. And a random man who you do not know happens to be going through that forest, and you could request aid from him to get you out of the situation that you're in with the bear. Would you ask him for help?
Yes.
Yes?
I would. Yeah.
No.
No, you wouldn't ask him for help?
Look at that, guys.
It depends on who he is and how he is. Why is he in the
You
middle of the
don't
forest?
know.
No,
You don't know.
Why are
that's
you
not
there?
the question.
Why are you there?
He's
He's
you're
a
trapped in the
nomad. He's
forest.
Why are you?
Hang on, you're trapped in the forest. There's a
I don't know.
bear.
I like going
That's the
hiking.
that's the one.
also.
Well, what if he's wearing something that
I
isn't
hate it when they
hiking
do
related?
that.
Okay, well,
I'm
you
like,
don't know
that's
that.
sus. Like,
Some men.
Okay, he's just a random guy. You don't know him at all. You have no idea. You don't know anything about him. He's got a rifle slung on his shoulder. He just happens to be walking through the forest. You have been trapped in this forest with a bear. Would you ask him for help?
maybe. Would the bear be harming me, or if it's just there? I don't.
It's
Oh
not
my
harming you.
God.
No, it hasn't harmed you. It hasn't harmed you yet. It could, but it hasn't yet.
Well, then I don't think I would ask for help from the man. I just would go.
You don't think you would?
Just keep going.
Shit, liar.
So you would prefer to be trapped in the forest rather than even ask a stranger who you don't know for help to
Nick Vitz donate would like to meet.
Don't see any history of you sending in other.
$69. Men today aren't competing with other men for women but their time. Some green-haired feminist on X.
I do not
think that I don't think that women and men handle being single better than the other person.
I think I handle it better.
For instance, for me, like, I'm not gonna lie, I have days where I don't get out of bed.
Is it Brixton or Nick? Which of the two is more likely to do it?
I am curious, before I have Andrew finish off with this, and then we'll move on to something else, and then we'll try to get this wrapped up pretty soon here. When it comes to this 50% number, so if we look at the entire male population of the United States, which I believe is 150 million or something. I don't know the exact, what is it, 160 million men in the United States?
Something near that. Yeah, somewhere around.
So that's 80. So 50% of that is 80 million men. Do you really think that 50% of the men, you must like be able to.
Gia Gracie donated $69. The fact that the bear question is somehow debatable shows how effed up women are in the head.
What?
Hey, dummies.
Yeah, messed up in the
Bears,
head.
doesn't matter. They'll still claw your face off, so it don't even matter.
They're
if you do
omnivorous.
anything.
Well, if they feel threatened.
Bears
It's
have
just interesting.
Yes, you said, dude. Well, bears are vegetarians anyways. Like, no, they're not. You dummy.
They eat fish.
Those of you who said bear, it's just like, okay, so you'll meet a stranger in a club, get drunk, go to his house and have sex with him, but meeting him sober in the forest is somehow more scary.
Yes,
That's
because
what-
you're not alone.
Actually,
You're
I
in the
won't
middle
meet a
of
guy in a bar.
You're in alone in a house, though, is what he's saying. Like, you
matter.
go back to your crib type shit.
Well, I wouldn't do that. I don't know.
Fucking idiots.
Just Andrew, do you have one last thing on this?
Yeah, I was just saying. I'm just curious. So you actually would not appeal to a stranger for help if you were trapped in a forest with a bear? Is that correct?
That's correct.
I would. I'd be like, hey, look
You
at this
would?
cool bear. Let's take a picture.
Oh my God!
Jessica Loaded donated $69. The man.
Then the opportunity would victimize you?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
Look at that. Who are you?
Really?
that's crazy.
Don't you think that's a little
That many.
high?
It is
Don't
a
you
very
think
high
that men,
percentage.
even the men
Not
who are
all men are
essayers
out
have
to get
standards?
women.
I would say 3%
even
of men would
50% of them.
victimize you.
I know.
3%.
I have a question. Statistically, women abuse human children and babies far more than bears do. Would it be safer to leave your baby in the woods with a bear instead of a woman?
There you go. See?
Baby?
Hell no.
That's actually
baby.
That's why I did this live stream. That's the smartest thing this dumb bastard has said since he's done this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the smartest thing. It's the smartest argument he's ever done. Would you leave your baby in the care of a bear or, and per their logic or lack thereof, the answer should be the bear every time. What a
Like I
joke.
said, it would make a great movie.
And so, as most of you know, I lived in Canada for over 6 months, and I went skiing in Quebec. And so they got mountains out there, and I actually ended up getting lost. And so I'm trying to find my way back to the trail. And this was 20 years ago. So I'm trying to find my way back to the trail. And I was literally like 500 feet in front of me was like a black bear. And I'm telling you, it scared the crap out of me. And I backed away slowly and got the heck out of Dodge. These chicks
And the
that are
thing
saying
is-
this whole, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. Finish your story. Sorry.
And these chicks have never been faced. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm just an idiot. Just how idiot these people are.
And the thing is, and I am not a bear expert, so if anybody here knows more than me, please chime in and correct me. But my understanding is, if you're going to run into a bear in the woods, the one bear that is preferable is black bear, because you can intimidate a black bear into leaving you alone. But with grizzlies, with Kodiaks, with brown bear, that's not an option. And even if you're seeing black bear and it's scaring the living crap out of you, these women don't know what they're freaking talking about.
And keep in mind, I didn't know what kind of. And mind you, we're talking in the heat of the moment. Like I'm, and like in the heat of the moment, that one chick was like, no, in the heat of the moment, you're not thinking clearly. All I saw was this big damn animal. I don't play reindeer games. No, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge and backed away. And I got myself back on that trail and took my butt back to the ski lodge and had me a couple of frosty beverages.
That's actually a true statistic.
No, that is true.
Women are actually more liable to start a physical argument with a man than a man is willing to
He's being
hit
rhetorical.
her.
Obviously,
I'm
the
just
answer
saying.
here is a woman. Like,
Yeah, the answer is woman.
Yeah.
The answer is still woman because while there are abusive women, this number is typically a very small minority of women. The same goes for men. A very small minority of men are violent or would be inclined to hurt you in some way or to assault you in some way. The vast majority of men are just normal, good men that wouldn't ever consider hurting you. Are there terrible men out there? Absolutely. But to say that 80 million men in the United States would hurt you if they
These
can't.
are the guys who you walk by every day that are cashiers, that are mechanics, that are driving trucks. Like, how? Come on, man.
Came across you in this scenario is just kind of ridiculous.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Not all
80
men
million
are bad
men? Do you think 80 million men in the United States, if given the chance, would hurt you?
Honestly, I would think more like 30 now that I think about it.
30 million?
I still, no, 30%. No,
Still
more
high.
like down. I mean,
Still
still
high.
high.
So like a
but
third.
It's still not 50, but like when you think about it, yes, there are
who
good
are
men
you?
out there, which, I mean, common, yes. But there's also those bad men.
Killer of Cereal donated $69. You run into a hungry bear and a man looking to harm you in the woods. Which one would you be more willing to try and outrun?
Outrun the man.
What? Which one would you be more willing to try and outrun?
That's a hard question.
The man.
Wait.
The man's not. Is he a cannibal?
That chick
Is
just
the man
made a
a
good point. I just thought about something. That chick that said 50%. No, she's right. 50% of the men she deal with would hurt her.
Well, I would say
Good point. Good point.
Actually, I mean, she looks like she has about 90,000 miles on her, and four accents on the Carfax. There's this one here. You know, they're up there. In
Cannibal? I mean,
He's looking
because
to
I've only been exposed to her. I've only been exposed to her for less than 5 minutes, and I'm ready to pop upside her head. So yes, I think she is right.
So, like, you could
Well, I
still
guess-
overpower a man if you want to.
Yeah, you can't
No, you
outrun no
can't.
bear. Come on now.
Yeah, no. You can't fight with no bear either.
The bear got 4 legs on the floor.
What if it's a baby bear?
A couple more kind of rapid fire questions.
I
here.
would like to know
the
AJ.
answer to my question.
This is actually something that's really that I found very fascinating about the bear question when it was coming out. These women, when they would answer the bear, would actually change the context of the entire question in order to fit their lunacy.
Yeah,
and one of the
that's true.
biggest one was, you just said it was a bear. You didn't say what kind of bear. It could be a koala bear. And I go, well, koalas aren't bears, but no, it's implied it's supposed to be a giant, fully grown adult bear. You know, that's the implication, but they love to try to change the context to fit whatever narrative they want and completely dismiss the question as a whole.
Yeah.
Question.
Okay.
If 50% of men are SAers, why do you think that they would want to essay you?
It's happened before.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean 50% of them would want to. Even if I granted that it was true, why would 50% of them choose you? Out of all the women that they could go for, why would they choose you?
I felt like a lot of the answers were like, experience, trauma answers. So
And I think the likelihood is even lesser because most essays occur when you know the dude. It's also a random man. A random man is more likely to help you. He doesn't know you.
all I thought about was him hitting me in the back of my head and throwing me in a dungeon somewhere.
Anyways,
I'm gonna say not anymore, guys. We ain't helping these rods at all.
Nope.
They chose the bear.
They expect us guys to help them. No way, guys. That's one of the fastest ways to get jacked up is to actually try to help these demon dunderheads, man. What a joke! What a joke, guys. Anything else on this topic before we switch gears?
Nah, it's just I'm kind of fearful for the future when I see stuff like this. But at the same time, we got a front row seat to Armageddon, so it's also kind of fascinating.
And plus, and like I said, guys, smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Learn from these chicks, because this is how we build up our pattern recognition. We start looking for these behaviors and women who sound and talk like this. And like Arnold says, run, get to the chopper. Yeah. When you see crazy, cross the street.
Where's that one video? On. Yeah, guys, it's a mess. It really is. And guys, once again, why even deal with Western chicks when you have one foot in the grave from the jump? They're accusing you of things that you haven't done and expect you to just be a piece of trash anyways. So why even try? What's the point? I don't understand it, guys. Why? You're playing a losing game. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. There was one in the airport. I'll pull up here. Hold on.
Oh, airport ones are the best.
Yeah, back to the airport we go. Guys, hit the like button, please. Let's do that. Here we go. Let's do this. Where are we here?
That's the sound of the police.
There we go.
2024, officers in Washington were dispatched to the
Ohio, Washington, Florida
airport where a disruptive passenger triggered a major security breach just moments after getting off her flight. The passenger bypassed a security checkpoint, pushing past airport security, triggering an alarm that forced a total shutdown of the airport's train system, causing massive travel delays. Here's what the officers...
How about you shut the f***
Well. I haven't talked to you at all yet.
Yeah, you haven't. So what's up?
We're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, where's my bags? You wanna look up my name? You don't even know my name. Oh, you're a police officer, so you automatically do, huh? No, you don't, because my name was never
Why are you yelling at me?
Am I?
You're raising your voice.
Okay, so look me up.
You're being audio video recorded,
Look
by the
me
way.
up. I need my bags. That's what the f*** just said, right?
We can figure out some solutions. We also have to figure
No,
out why you're
I
trying to
just
take care
said.
of you when you don't have business here.
I don't have business here.
Why are you
Where'd I
going back
come
through-
from? Where'd I come from?
Tell me.
Am I what? Sorry, came from the army. So what's the word? I'm a
an idiot.
No.
A moron. A goof. An idiot.
Brainless,
A dunderhead.
smooth-brained.
That's not what the f*** I said, right?
That's what I said.
No. What's the word? It's a. I'm gonna hang the f*** up on you because you're not kicking me out.
Jeez. I wonder why, right, guys?
It's I don't know what the fuck the word is to it. So what's up? What's up? Because you left me. You're in your car. Whatever. I don't give a f***. I got off Alaska Airlines. I could not carry my bags on my own. They were over 50 pounds. My fiance came in here to carry my bags. I could not find my bags. That's what you want me to say, right? Right. Okay. So you hear him?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you.
But do you hear him?
I don't need
You can take me to jail. I don't give a f***.
Oh my God.
No, I don't, because they're in my bag.
Okay, where are your bags right now?
I don't know. Just like I said, I got off Alaska. Look, I'm a count to 1, 2, 3, right? Alaska Airlines, I got off.
Can you imagine coming home to this? What
Why
kind of
would
man
anybody
would marry this?
Why would anyone want to marry that?
Why?
I'm sorry, but loneliness is preferable.
Yeah.
Right? I cannot carry my bags. Count 2. Right? Alaska, are you counting?
What?
Or am I?
What?
Alaska Airlines cannot carry
Dude,
my
she's
bags.
on something.
My fiance
She's
came
on
out here.
something.
Well,
1, 2,
she's drunk.
3. Take me to jail if you want to.
I don't even know what happened. That's why we were talking with you.
Right. I got drunk on my flight. I cannot carry my bags. So my fiance came to pick me up. Are you listening or not? You can take me to jail. I don't give a fuck.
Where did you leave? So are these check bags or are these bags?
They're check bags. So I'm at the check bag area, right?
Baggage claim. Yeah.
Yeah. Baggage claim, which is check bags. We can acknowledge that or not.
Oh my God.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
And now the
I went to where? I went to where? Where I was not supposed to be. Where? Actually talk to me. Write a report. Write a report. Okay? Let's yeah, because I own businesses. So let's go ahead and
Oh
do that.
wow,
Let's do
good
that
for
and
you.
see how far it goes. You don't even know
You go, girl, queen, big girlfriend.
We're trying to help you out. You're not. You're not, because where's my bag?
This is why I say,
Right? So I don't. Yeah, you're so.
not
you're
all
so
punani
involved.
is good punani.
Yeah, you're so in charge. If my dad was on the phone versus my husband, you
want
would
me to
shut
talk
the up. You would shut the up.
Okay.
So boom.
Okay. We just gotta work through.
No,
what we got
this
here.
is too funny because if it was my dad here, he would have carried my bags and it would be no problem. But I'm really drunk. I just came from the military. In my bag, there's a military ID.
Okay.
How is it that she was able to board the plane without ID?
He's right here.
Is he?
He's right here. I know.
Were you traveling with her?
No, I wasn't. I was coming to pick her up.
You can't go talk to her right now.
Like I said, what I say before I got.
Oh, that's the fiance?
So we're being detained for trespassing.
She don't have an ID on her?
No,
I'm not here to hurt you or nothing like that.
she didn't come out of the SCS.
Yeah, no, she did. They come get me to go pick up the bag.
Oh, here is Beta Bill, right?
Exactly.
Here's a guy who
Oh,
likes
yeah.
to get pegged.
But you're the police officer, right? Right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm telling you, we went to go pick him up. Obviously, she went into the wrong restricted area.
Yeah.
And then she started flashing. She's drunk, obviously. She's belligerent.
I need my bags.
Okay.
That's all I
Do you want me
said.
to get your bags for you or not?
Are you going to or not?
I
I'll
need your
bail
name.
myself out. I don't care.
She's being detained because we're investigating trespass right now. You know what a middle school is?
I don't know. I just know her. I just know her first name.
You're the boyfriend?
I'm her boyfriend. Yeah.
You don't know her date of birth or anything?
I don't know her date of birth.
You know her birthday? How long you guys been dating?
7 months.
7 months.
You're gonna miss her birthday.
Look.
Hey, if you want me to help you, you got.
No, listen. Because I might have left my check in bag on the airplane.
Are we talking like carry-on baggage
No,
or
the
check
heavy,
baggage?
the check baggage.
Okay, so that would be on a carousel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I have 2 check bags because it's military and they're free.
Okay.
But she was trespassing down into the train station.
Yeah, I was trying to grab her and that's
What's up?
No.
No. Stay.
I'm going to stand by him.
No, you're going to walk back up there.
Why?
Because we're directing, because you're being detained. You don't get to walk free right now. I already tell you you're detained right now. So walk back up there. I'm going to put you in handcuffs.
Okay, so put me in handcuffs because I want to walk by him.
Can you stop?
Go ahead.
You really want to do that?
I want to stand by him.
Oh
You
my.
can walk back
I
up there
just
because
got
you're directed to by
I
law
just got
enforcement.
here
Being
for
detained.
him.
I'm trying to help you.
Go ahead. I'm not scared of you guys.
Did you just say you graduated from basic training?
Hello?
Did I? Did you hear me say that? Did you hear me say that?
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, can you guys?
If that's the case, they'll let
I'm right
anybody
here.
into the freaking army.
Hey,
I'm right here.
You're in
Go
handcuffs.
ahead.
See, I'm kind of curious. I'm curious real quick.
It's about time. Guys, how long did they let this go?
I'll be right back.
Come on.
I'm just kind of curious. People, if this was your girl or your daughter or your fiance and you told her, yo, babe, shut the hell up. Keep your mouth shut. I want you to put a 1 in the chat if she would. Because the women I date, the women I deal with, if I tell them to shut it down, be quiet, they're quiet, they keep it down, they shut it down. And if they don't, I turn right around and I will walk off. I'm not tolerating this.
Nope, not at all. Garrett Grant, man, how you been, my friend?
Which I did.
Spread your feet.
Stop. Are you done?
Bitch, I been done.
No, you're still tension up. All right, so you're going to jail for trespassing and obstruction.
Trespassing
You're
for
under
what?
arrest for obstruction.
You guys ain't
We're
gonna
gonna
win
confirm
nothing.
PC on the trespass.
Yeah, bitch, go ahead. You done? Or not?
One.
Are you done or not? I just asked you a
See?
question.
Well, you're now under arrest. That's where we are.
Yeah, okay.
If
I
your
didn't know you were
woman
doing that.
doesn't respect your authority and your leadership, that says more about you than her.
Yeah.
Stay
Yeah, because you choose to have her around. Once again, guys, you can't make a disobedient woman obey. Like that's the one thing that we understand, guys. If a chick is not going to listen to you, don't have her around. But this modern woman myth that I'll obey if he shows that he's worth me being feminine to. No. Nope.
Tense up or
Listen.
strengthen it. What?
We would prefer this goes relaxed. If you would prefer that we search you while you're flat on the
How about
ground,
you
we
just
can do
shut
that
up and do
instead.
what your job
We
is?
prefer not to do that.
How about you just shut up and do what your job is?
My job is arresting people. We just did that.
Go ahead.
No, you're
You're
under arrest. That's
arresting
why you
me,
have
you're putting me in the car, all the shit?
Yes, we're going to do that.
So she just shut down an international.
I know that.
Right?
You know
So
what
there's
I'm saying?
consequences.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against
Yeah, I
you in a
got that
court of
same
law.
card.
It's hard for me to control her because
You want
to take a seat over here for me? I know it's kind of tough to.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed representative for any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise your rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
spread your feet
Right?
up. We're searching
That's
you.
your name, right, sir?
It's Sergeant.
All the shit? Sergeant?
Okay. You want to search
Sir.
her?
Go ahead and search me, because that's your job, right?
That's what we're doing. Yes.
Right. I'm not scared of you. I don't give a to go on the ground. If I'm supposed to sleep in a hole around you, bitch.
You're a very good soldier.
Yeah, shut the up. How about that, bitch?
You're talking about being a soldier.
How about you shut the up?
Who's search transport you now?
Listen to this broad.
As soon as she gets in the car, the better.
Yeah, and you can also let go of my neck because what?
Still, stop flipping
Yeah.
around like a fish.
And then when I press charges, then what?
What
You
are
were so right,
what are
and
you
I
gonna
was
press
wrong,
charges
right?
on?
How about you tell me?
Well, you're
Oh,
Because you
he's
were
just
so
sitting
right,
there
and I was
going,
so
God,
wrong,
this
right?
happens
Because
all
I
the
was
time.
trespassing, right? Right? Because that hurts my motherfucking wrist, right, bitch?
Stop pushing
That's what
against
the fuck you thought you was just doing, right?
Stop
Huh?
pushing against the handcuffs.
Bitch, I'm not scared, and I'm not hurt, bitch. I'm not trespassing because, bitch, I got a motherfucking air flight. I got a motherfucking air ticket, bitch. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
And this dude has been here for 7 months.
I'm going to lay flat. Stay down there.
Yeah, that's what.
And he just said, I can't control her.
And then what?
That is it.
Yeah, that is it, huh? Yeah, bitch, I would have knocked you the out. You punk ass bitch, grabbing my bags, talking about some trespassing. Bitch, I got off the flight looking for my motherfucking bags. You punk ass bitch.
She literally told them to cuff her.
Give a where my bags are. Get them and get them out. That's all the I care about, right? I don't know where they are. My fiance can get them because they're too heavy, right? That's why the he's here, right? Yeah, that part. So I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing else. That's all talking. I don't give a bitch.
Is there a way I can actually get her back? Yeah. If she says yes, you can.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, I just don't know where they're on bag lane 15.
I don't know where they are. So keep
Yeah, and he's walking into the baggage claim going, "Oh, thank God I'm out of here." He's gonna fight himself just like a place just to sit down for 20 minutes.
Then what? Then what? You don't even know what to say because you ain't nothing. Bitch, shut up. The arrest me then. That's what the I bitch said, right?
Yeah,
you don't even know what to do. Bitch, because you ain't never been where I've been.
Is that her?
Bitch, shut up.
Look at her laughing. Look at her laughing. She's enjoying every single second of this.
That's the one that was causing a problem? Okay. We just needed somebody to say, yep, that's the one that did it. Okay, cool. All right.
She was coming down the stairs. She came down the stairs with her boyfriend, and I thought they were going to go back up the escalator.
Once I saw the do not enter.
Yeah, then she started just walking, and I stood up, and I told her to stop. And that's when she told me, she's like, what are you going to do? Gonna stop me, bitch? And then that's when I told her, like, stop. And then she just kept on walking. And then she's like, I need to get my That's when one of our co-workers went chasing after her, and then I pressed the breach button.
Yeah.
And then as she was walking out, she was just like, you're lucky I didn't punch you.
I thought she was gonna punch you.
I thought she, yeah.
Did she like fall up?
Yeah, she went like this to me,
God,
like that.
some of these women are just so freaking violent.
Okay.
Bitch, shut up! Shut up, right? And you ain't said nothing since, right? I done been to jail. I don't care. You're not scaring me. You're not hurting me. Bitch, I done died everything. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care.
Okay, you're under arrest for trespass as well.
That's fine, because I know how to air ticket, and you're gonna dismiss the charge. That's good. I came from the army. Like, my army license is in my bag. I didn't trespass.
Why would you have your military ID in a checked bag?
Okay, but look,
Is that true?
how'd I get here? How'd I get here? Right? I'm from the army, right?
Pair the shoes.
My DOD, right?
Pair the shoes just discharged. Like recently.
Okay, well, get her social.
What's your social?
How about you ask somebody else? Because you guys know everything, right? Well, if you don't know your social, how about you ask somebody else? Shut the up, bitch.
Like this all the time.
Huh?
You're also under arrest for resisting arrest.
That's fine. I don't care.
Let you know.
I don't care.
Yeah.
The suspect was charged with criminal trespassing, resisting arrest, and obstructing a law
They should
enforcement
have got
officer.
her for public
intoxication, disorderly conduct.
Yep.
And shutting down a freaking airport.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and men, this dude says something very telling. He's been with this chick for 7 months, and I can't control her.
Yeah, there you go. Cooked.
The simps are legion, betas are legion, weak men are legion. This is the kind of dude that I could pipe down his woman in his bedroom, and he'll just sit in the living room and just wait for me to be done.
Yeah.
Would you like some electrolytes? You seem like you bring a lot of energy in there.
I got snacks. You know.
All right, you guys. I'll set this down. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye, guys.
All right, later.